although they almost your neighbor here. By the time they were in Ghana's as an intern. 6 months between November 1988, April 1989. I was an intern in the accounts department at the APRC. A lot of things happened. Go to war, went to school, and then when the National Bank of Liberia was transitioned into the Central Bank of Liberia, we were the first set of employees hired meritocratically by the then governor Isalide. And we're young, we're vibrant, we had hope for our future, and in what is called the Banking Supervision Department as a bank examiner, technically a bank auditor. You all know about central bank examiners. You know how to meet the supervision requirements, the regulatory requirements. And as I said the last time during the program, each time I say this, I get a little somber because just as you are here in the supervision department, the fellow that had the text read to me was the late Matthew Innes. He was a good friend of mine from the university. He too was a bank examiner. And we did a lot of bank examinations of commercial banks then. I think at the time we had only 4. If I'm not mistaken, LBDI, when EcoBank came in, Defco Bank, and RB Bank. LBDI was a very strong bank, indigenous bank, and each time we went there, we felt good. Peace be to the arches of Mr. Innes and all the transition since then. So I sharpened my teeth, professional teeth, in the bank. And I know that to be a banker, there are a few qualities that make you to succeed. Trust and confidence, customer service. The thing is that the people out there entrust you with their money. And you have to know how to separate your money from the people's money.
People's money.
And some of the qualities that I hold dear were put in me, still consolidated and crystallized in my system based on my work experience in the bank. Because in the bank, I left supervision, I went to banking operations. You think you do it? I was supervising tellers and all this. We used to go to open the vault for the bank. Somebody will have the bank combination. Central Bank's vault. Vault. Where you see money, you smell money, you feel money, then you broke. You broke. You think of your salary. The money you see, the money you smell, the money you feel or you touch, it's not for you. It's people's money. You have to separate the people's money from your money. which is your salary. And so you have to learn at this moment. So sometimes I may just jokingly, once in a while we call some people to help us to pack the money. Some of them used to be, janitors, some of the assistants. One of them came who didn't have the discipline. He didn't know that we had CC cameras in the vault. First time he entered the vault. And when he came out fatter than usual. Fatter than usual. He had boarding pockets and everything. And then there's a guy that had him 1 or 2 years to retirement. He had to be dismissed. It was one of the saddest things, but he had to be dismissed. He had stolen people's money. So, and then from there, I became head for international banking at the central bank. What I did was I was the one responsible, especially, to import US dollars. We have a dual currency regime here. Unlike many countries where their local currency is the sole legal tender, here we have dual currency, the US dollars and the Liberian dollars. So we have to have Liberian dollars. So my job was also to go bring the US dollar, purchase the US dollars from LX in London. Almost every 2 weeks I had to go to Accra to bring the money. They had a flight then called Slop Airline. Slop. I would go Friday and then come on Sunday. And Saturday will be on the airport, the Kotoka Airport. British Airways will bring the money and then wait. Security escort, right on the terminal. Offload the boxes, and then we go to a special place, make sure the money is counted, repackage with security people, many of them, gone at the ready. Yes. Then we'll put it in the armor, the armor bags. Heavy escort to the vault of the Bank of Ghana. And then we'll be there, make sure they close the vault. Then the next day, Sunday, we'll go to the Bank of Ghana, take the money from there, and make sure that we bring the money on the tarmac again. But the Slot Airline, I used to come back to Monrovia on Sunday. And the thing was, I had to be the last to enter the plane. So we'll wait for them to load all the luggage in the plane. The last item to be loaded is the money, boxes of money. Sometimes as high as $20 million US. So do it, put it in, gotta wash as they locked the compartment where they put the luggage. You gotta watch it. You can't leave it open and go in there. Because one of the boxes to go, you know what it means? Because the money we import was for banks, for the LBDIs of this world and others, because you needed US dollars to transact. The central bank does the importation, but on behalf of the banks. And then be the last to enter the plane, and then the first to get down. Won't get it. And then there were a lot of homemade soldiers waiting. Heavy security escort. The money comes from RIA straight to the vault of the central bank every 2 weeks. So I just gave you this story for you to know that your history, what you're doing here, what I did. And part of my training, I remember I went for almost 2 months training at the central bank, at the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. Federal Reserve Bank of New York. And that way, after all, it's really good stuff. They had to carry us to the vault of the Federal Reserve Bank. The gold vault. Gold. Gold upon gold. Wealth. So, what am I saying is, some people don't understand me. I'm a man that can play with money and be broke.
Of course. That's a tissue.
Know how to separate the people's money
From the food.
from my own money. The job I do, I've been doing, budget director, minister of finance, first time, and now you play with the country's money. You allocate the people's money. You know what? That's not a question of money. Sometimes people feel when we talk about $500 billion budget, now $1.2 billion budget, and then they think about the Minister of Finance. What does that mean for him personally? No, it really means that that's your money, it's not my money. Wow. You have to protect the people's money. That's the discipline. You got it from the banks. And that's that culture that you cultivate. Economics, value, scarcity brings value. When something is scarce, the value goes up. Many of you have gone through training. Many of you are knowledgeable. But one thing I want to give you, you should not slip on your integrity. It's sad to say, but that's we need more people. A critical mass of Liberians that people can say, I trust him, I trust her. They can go to bed thinking that you do the right thing. Yes. Don't take it to be that you're lucky. That you're lucky, you get people money, and you can do anything, and you may not be caught. Now, there should be something in your heart. Your own police person. Your own CC camera. Even when there's no CC camera. What do you do when there's no CC camera? Do you take it as an opportunity to get into people's money? No. Because you have your own CC camera. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your own control system. You self-regulate. Something something called conscience, prevents you from doing wrong. Where you're a human being and where you slip, you feel bad about yourself. Those that do wrong and feel good are not proper human beings. Get what I'm saying? Yeah. Those that will do wrong and feel happy that they have done wrong, something is not right. So that's scarce quality for integrity. Do not sleep on that, because it will be that your competitive edge. You guys are many. Why do they choose you and not them? It could be because you trust her more than the other people. Trust, integrity will be the thing that will make you to go way up. Wake up. He asked me to come and just say hi and just talk to you casually. I'm not trying to talk to you as a minister of finance. or the board chair of LBDI, which I am. LBDI is on a transition positive. Let me thank Allison, my junior brother from the Central Bank. We were recruited. The next year it was the Allison, the others, Wema Kamara, the Allison. They came, they were the second generation. So we came first, and they came second. We have also mentored them. And interestingly, Allison also came in the supervision department, where I started. So the thing is that we know that the bank, where it was a few years ago and where it is today, two different things. The bank is on a positive transition. The bank is rebranding. And I like how you spoke. You know, you're a good marketer. Liberian Bank for Development and Investment. I remember during the war, during the 90s, the years of turbulence, LBDI, you know, innovation, the product. Western Union actually started with LBDI.
Yeah.
People already thought that LBDI, Western Union was something, you know, almost like a personal asset of LBDI. Yeah, because in Liberia, when you talk, Western Union was LBDI. So other banks started LBDI business, people are confused. But what it says is that be out there in the competition, beat your competition. New products are coming. You gotta be at the cutting edge of innovation. You know, do things differently. The young people have different tastes. Different strokes for different folks. You gotta understand. As I said it last time, there's a period of innovation. If you don't innovate, you evaporate. You have to. You cannot be comfortable with where you are. You have to always run to maintain your position because others are running. So don't think, yeah, I'm at this stage, I can sit down. Just to even maintain your position, you have to run. So maintain your position, because if you don't run, others will pass by you. So we cannot afford to run. And no part of my responsibility is to give strategic guidance to the bank and to support. The president of the bank was with us 2 days ago, you know, and we are on the turnaround of the bank. The government will do its part. Do its part. We cannot afford it's good. We cannot afford for the bank to go under. But it's not a matter of just thriving here. This bank needs to be seen as one of the most successful banks. Wherever we are going, because the country is going the same way. LBDI is, and LBDI, all the banks, and more to come, will succeed with the sources of the country. Yes. The country can frustrate you, no matter how good you are, no matter how good the banks are. The country, the government, can take away the oxygen from the banking system. The government will do that. They will proceed incompetently. We could be the reason why banks will fail. Meaning, when you give facilities to people who perform government services and we don't pay them, they will default. Your NPLs, your non-performing loans will go up and make it difficult for others to get facility. So, We are trying, we're working on it. The thing we inherited, in terms of who government owes, humongous. We've just succeeded to cross the $1 billion mark. But domestic debt have been above $1 billion for some time. So the government budget is just running after domestic debt. But we'll continue to pay. That's why we have put in about $90 million for next year to pay government's obligation to the commercial banks. Government is going to inject. It's an obligation, but think about us not paying that. So we pay our debt to you so that bankers don't keep money sitting on the wall. You have money there, people coming for money, you loan money. Money multiplication. That's how we empower the private sector. So you get the money from us, because you will give the money to them. We'll get it. Trust will be restored. Government trust will be restored. Trust in the banking system is key. But the trust in the government is even more significant. So we work on that. Make sure that when you say government, as happened before, government transaction, banks will run to government. Banks will not run away from government. I repeat. Before, I remember, in my first thing, I remember the banks, the vendors, they were running for government transactions. It's a sad thing that we reached a point, they started running away from government transactions. But now I see them coming back. We restore the trust, because that's how we empower the entire banking sector and improve what we call access to finance. People being out of debate around how to grow the economy, to expand the economy, to give jobs. We got to deal with the key constraints to growth. Key constraints to growth. In Liberia, it's been analyzed. 3 key constraints. When we tackle them, we expand the economy, job creation will be enabled, and things will just flow. And people don't understand that because they dabble into what we call the bread and butter issues. They don't see the link between all the big things we do and the bread and butter. So why are we key constraints? Limited energy access. It's one of the key constraints we have. One of the biggest costs of business is the cost of energy. If you are using generator to power this place, the cost of LBDR is higher than when it's supplied by LEC. You know what I'm saying? One of the key drivers of non-profitability is high energy costs. So if we must improve businesses, we have to improve energy access and energy affordability. And that's what we're doing. People understand. What does that do? When LBDR is not spending so much money on fuel, its profitability will go up. And then the money, when LBDR gets profitable, what does it do? More branches, more employment.
Improve the level of staff.
Improve the level of staff. And the staff welfare improves what the staff does. Set up their own business. Hire people. So the energy thing we're doing is not just because we love Mr. Sharif. Not just because we like LEC, because we like ourselves. So it's key. Some will say, oh, there's some other energy problems, so how you do energy? What energy problem you solve? What energy problem you solve? When you have less than 30% of Liberians with energy access. So we should come in the energy that we gave to the hydro that we got from the Millennium Challenge in 2015. The energy, the small energy you expended, it came from the energy we gave you through the hydro. We rehabilitated. And then the CLSG that you inherited. We shall have done more connections. So should we come now and say, okay, we have reached our energy ambitions with less than 30%? Then you say, oh, nothing new over here. So when other countries have 80% or more energy access, Liberians, we should settle for that level of mediocrity? No. So we're going to increase it. So, in 5 years, it's going to be more than 75%. That is what is in what we call the Nigeria Energy Contract that the president signed with the African Development Bank and the World Bank in January. So all the energy things you see, there's a purpose. There's a purpose behind investment in energy. You see Mr. Sharif and his team. Besides LEC, we investing in solar, rural electricity through the RREA. There's a project with the EU. It's called Light Up the Southeast. Yes. We're lighting up Greenville. Yes. We're lighting up Baskerville. And we are lighting up Buchanan.
You guys, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Namaste. Welcome and thank you for being here this evening with us. Thank you for your patience always. We appreciate you. We don't take you for granted. Even if it can be one person, we still appreciate you. We're still trying to grow, so we don't take it for granted in our timing. We know it can be somehow a problems too. So thank you for all of you who are consistent and patient with us. We appreciate you. So share the show, please do so that people might watch later, because we do have that a lot after the show. We have a lot of people who watch after than they do live. So please do it. Share it with your families and friends, and come back and let's talk about Liberia. Let's talk about the good, the bad, and ugly. But I always like to hear the good news, right? Nevertheless, sometimes we have some bad news that we still have to talk about, even though we don't like it, but we cannot control what happened all the time, right? Yeah. So sharing is caring. Share it and come back and let's talk our own, tabata or uh, 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 um 1 and 2 about what's going on in Liberia, or what to expect, or what we want to see. See, that's the main thing that we always come in to talk about. As you all already know, a lot of people are on vacation. A lot of the guys are in Liberia or around Liberia, and some has some, issue in the back, and that sooner or later everybody will be back and we will talk about it. But for now, just didn't want to leave the platform, like say wait for everyone to come back. So we have to, Morris and I, Emmanuel, and sometimes Tatas calling from Liberia and join us on the show. We have to keep it up for everybody till everybody comes back. So we were just watching a video of the finance minister, motivating those bankers, right? Or the employees of the bank, the engagement. This is what we called, when we say A and people, try to politicize everything. I guess this might sound like politics, but it's the reality, and it has politics, and it's also my would think you're playing politics, but that's just the truth. The finance minister is engaging with the bankers and restoring that good relationship, that's trust between the banks and the government, which we never had for a few years back. That makes the economy kind of booms, right? Because these banks are, when they are comfortable, the government is communicating with them what is happening and why it's happening, because that's what the finance minister is doing, and giving them all of that, as you say, zeus. It makes them comfortable to work with the government and do things that are supposed to be done for the people, the common people. And those are things that when we say responsible government, when we say government who are, intentional about doing something in a country, and people get mad at you, they want to curse at you, they want to say, but like, we don't care. We heard other names before. We heard other words, the curse words or whatever before. So it doesn't matter what someone says to me, right? As long I'm speaking my truth and what I see, that's all that matters. So it doesn't bother me, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't bother a lot of people. But let me see. Let me bring Morris on. And Jesus, the cold today.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
Hey, so like I was saying, so the finance minister telling us a lot of things. People come on all the time. Oh, nothing has changed. Like the last time we had the past finance minister comes on and telling us that he he had secure funding for all the major roads, on that this government does not need to be doing electricity. They have already done that. They don't need to be doing roads. They have already done that, which I'm kind of confused, Morris, because I don't know what electricity you did. That people in Maserati did not have electricity, right? People just in Maserati. So I don't want to take it out of Maserati because that's the capital or surrounding, whatever. Those people did not have electricity. People are the whole city and outside surrounding was pitch black, dark. And you telling us that the government is not supposed to take the electricity while they're going in other counties and doing what is supposed to be done. Less than 30% of Liberian people was connected. And you telling us that you're done with electricity. Is it in your head? Is it in your mind? Or because when you come out and say all of these, jargons and stuff throughout that it feed to your base, so you think it's supposed to be like a reality to people. You talk about roads that y'all did everything with roads. If you have secure all of the fundings, Morris, why didn't you do these roads in the 6 years that you were there when you had all these fundings? So listen to the finance minister right now, and I like these things, right? You don't have to go on these big platforms who stay there and try to undermine you and stuff like that. These little engagements, right? It gives all up. Like you telling the people, you talking to the people what's going on and stuff like that. So I like to play these videos when I see them. For people like watch us, well, little humble platform, who haven't seen it, maybe when they see it, when they see that, they know what's going on. When they hear some of the big platforms or some of the supposed to be people who love us in Liberia, who will say something like that, they will already have the truth because they're hearing it from the horses themselves mouth, right? And not just hearing it, but we can see it, right? So that I just love to play video like that. So I was just gonna, I don't know if you were watching from the back, if you seen it.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it.
You
Yeah.
did. Okay. Yeah, so let us know what's going on and what's on your mind. And Happy New Year's to everyone. Happy New
Happy New
Year.
Year. You know,
God bless you all in 2026. We pray to see a best year for us and our families in our country, Liberia, and our continents, Africa, as a whole.
in the world at
In
large.
the world, yeah, at large.
You know, who Minister Gaffon was talking to the bankers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Interesting. It was the same bankers somewhere, the same Samuel 12 was speaking to them in different way, different form, telling them that the people got to bring money in the bank so that the government will have chance to credit to take some of that money and do project and do something and pay. The same Samuel 12 was speaking to the same bankers in different way. As a matter of fact, he was even telling the diaspora, people in the diaspora, you want to send money, you should expect that everybody will not get, people will not get the money that you will send for them. And y'all got to understand that it's a country, that's a contribution. It's saying Samuel 12. Now Gaffon is telling them I will put more money in the banks, in the local banks, so that you will be having chance to empower the local, because people depends on banks, local banks to take loans, and the local banks to depend on the national bank.
Right.
And we're not financial expert, but that's just common sense. It's something that we all know, right? And I say this, right? There are certain lies somebody can lie to you. The person is not only lying to you, the person is insulting you too, and the person disrespecting you. That's just
Absolutely.
right. Because take for instance, Samuel 12, the finance minister, you're not the LEC manager, you're not this, you're not that. You're standing in front of the president, in the presence of the president, where the president sitting and looking at you. You're telling the people that we're not give current to everybody in the country. As a matter of fact, I said, we're giving current to Ivory Coast. For me, that was just an insult to the president. Now, that was not just
blasphemy. That's blasphemy.
That was an insult to the president. You look at the president, you're telling the president I supply the whole country current. As a matter of fact, I said we're giving current to Ivory Coast now. We're selling some of the current to Ivory Coast. For me, that is an insult to it. Not just, you not even got respect for the president. Because trust me. And like I said the last time,
I said we all knew he was lying.
But we all know you are lying, but the people don't have respect. Look, let me tell you something. I said it on the show the last time. I said, there's no way President Baka will be speaking and somebody standing on the side and say, Kwaku is strong. You can't do it. Because why? You can't even think about that. To say Kwaku is strong, while AD Camp or Tongan Chief was start standing somewhere, Kwaku is strong. You calling the poor president of the country Kwaku? You can't do that. You can never be going with the president somewhere that you put back on your back. You dress the way you can't dress like that because you know the person you were dealing with. You know the person who is a leader.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just who president we are. So the way president we are was looking at how the people that were talking, how they were treating him, and how they were treating the country too. The same way they were treating the country. They don't care. Because they know there's no check and balance for the president, for the B-man, for the man who appointed them. So they don't care. Anybody could just do anything you want to do. Look, during Madam Salif time, when you even carry paperwork to Madam Salif, so now the whole 2 day you going looking after when the president even call you, you thinking who the president calling me, but we are. So I mean, it's just, but we thank God at least 2025 for the most part the country achieved whole lot. The country achieved whole lot. In 2025, we were able to carry our budget to $1 billion. In 2025, were able to sign the country, were able to sign a whole lot of grant and stuff like that for the country. Were able to secure the UN, were able to secure the UN seat, were able to do a whole lot of things. And somewhere to talking about we secure all this from how? Where the money will come from? The first thing, they play the money come from the people say you rule. The people say you rule. They call you kleptomania government, kleptocracy government. They say you rule. They sanction almost all the top officials in. So how do we get how? The same donor the same embassies and right, you stop stealing our money. So where the money will come from? Think like that be going around talking.
This is where, like what you said, right? Some lies you tell, it tend to, insults, right?
It's an insult.
Their base believe anything they say to them, right? Even when they know the line. Okay, if this guy told us that they have already done everything about electricity, so they government don't need to do anything. They already sent them rules. You are flying in a helicopter going to the southeast to go campaign. Then you telling people because you couldn't use the road. Then you telling people say you took care of roads. So the government not doing anything. They're not supposed to do something because you already took care of that. You talking about electricity? Electricity, what people were getting when the other neighborhood on, the other one off for how long, and there was only what something for doing it when it rainy season, right?
Right.
And less than 30% was not even on what they were not even on. And then you telling us that you already did everything about electricity. This government don't need to do anything about electricity. They don't need to do anything about road. And I'm saying that like, okay, so you're not insulting us because we wouldn't support you guys. You're not insulting us. You're insulting your base, right? Because they're the ones who are so brainwashed by these lies that you tell them. They come and sit on platforms and say, oh, these people lie their way into something. But their so-called leaders then sit in front of them and lie to them and they be there, yeah, and be cheering their own. So, I mean, maybe they don't say the word when they to call them silly or stupid, which I don't want to say. But then when other people say it, they get mad. Just because your leader is not saying it, but things they're saying to you, that's what they think you are. Because they're lying to you. They know they're lying, but you cannot stand up to them. How dare you tell people that you already did electricity, you already did everything about electricity, nobody needs the government, they didn't have no reason to turn the electricity. What? Even all the good job that the manager Mohammed Sharif is doing, still everybody don't have electricity there. All the great job he's doing, you did not even do anything to that extent. You telling us that Waka just hold the kind, just leave everybody like that and just go dig-hole somewhere else. Most of the things that they claim they even did is being redone, Morris. Can you imagine that? Because it was all mediocre projects for what? Politics. It's ridiculous. And for people to sit there and still be listening to people and say, oh, after all of the efforts is being done, they're supposed to bring them back. Bring you back to what? To destroy it more? Oh, no. God forbid. If we all have to work the people other Morris in 2029, we'll bring for a long out to like who will not be sitting on the platform will buy boots there.
But you know,
to go run campaign. God forbid. It can be anybody else, but not the same group.
But you know, when you believe in your own lie, right?
What's
You believe in your
comment section. You can see it.
when you
No, that's somebody I'm talking to. They want the link.
when you believe in your own lies, right, and you run with it, then your problem become complex. I don't think any doctor can even diagnose your problem or solve your problem. This is the case, right? The CDC and we are supposed to truly believe that, and they run with this strategy. All the people lie their way to power.
So they do the same thing, right?
They'll do the same thing. But before I even come to that, right? Look, The president we are. The people make President Weah to believe that he's the best president ever. And President Weah believe that they printed t-shirt. They put it on the best president ever. President Weah wore that t-shirt to event. Imagine that. Hey man, for heaven's sake. When somebody say you the best president, you're supposed to even carry that thing anywhere.
I know you're supposed to be wearing it, right?
Right. President Weah accepted that he the best president ever. President Weah wore the t-shirt and on it, the best president ever. How can you be the best president ever where all the agencies, all the ministries, it was bid by previous government, right? All the roles, it was done by previous government. Even the place where you're sitting down, the executive mansion, whether you can go there or not, but that place was bid by previous administrations. The institutions that today you call institutions, all those institutions were bid by previous administration. You know all that one there. Somebody tell you, say, President, you're the best president ever. Then you believe it. Okay, believe in your mind. But to even put it out there, what t-shirt? Run with that t-shirt? Really? So it just know the kind of person that we have as a president. Trust me. And like I said before I get back to you, right? They run with the whole thing. See, the people you can't lie. Who lie their way to power? I wonder the people thinking that the whole country just fall for lie. No, everybody saw what happened. President Weah was the one that lied his way to power because from 2005, seeing the president Weah attended that one debate, he ran from the studio. He said, I will never attend debate again. He never told the people. The man swear that he would never attend no debate.
What happened?
2005 debate, what he said, I don't know what he said. He was in the studio, I know who, I know, Madam Stalif and Vanisha, some other, I don't know, read it very tough. But we are say when you see me your debate, you're more come here. The man never attended debate. He never tell the people what. The Mago he wait. They put in the Senate 2014. He was there, I think, for almost 4 years. Nothing. Taking for the main president. He didn't tell the people nothing what he would do. So who lied their way to power? It was President We had to lie his way to power. So they really think that's something that they can run with. Oh yeah, so yeah,
go back to them.
Yeah, so you would lie. So they really believe that people lie their way to power. So they too will lie their way to power too. So they see how you looking? Is it a strategy? And they really believe in it. They're running with it. But in this day and age, it will get a hard time because everybody are journalists. Everybody.
It'll be very hard for you to lie.
It'll be hard.
Come on, George. Come on, the show can tell us what's the Liberia.
It'll be hard.
George is in Liberia. He's telling her nothing has changed. So he need to come on and can tell us what's really going on in Liberia. But yeah, people in Liberia, they're telling you something else, and then people at George then go and telling you something else. Like we said, it's gonna be a tough cookie, right? It's going to sell. Because if you're talking about people, United Party people, or supporter like us who supported the rescue mission, so say people lie, how can they lie? The Liberian people was feeling and seeing these things. Okay, they saw money. They couldn't even get money from the bank when they went there. Their own money they put in the bank, they will not get it.
Mm-hmm.
They're climbing walls to get rice. They're in line. So all of those things they didn't see it. They didn't when it comes to the auditor part, that the part that can kill me. Oh, they said people die, auditor die, and people can die in the country. Yes, people can die in country. But those 4 or 5 persons, they were professional people that had something connected, that their workings had something to do with something that would bring a problem on the government. It's not like, somebody committed a crime in Relay and somebody died and something, then they say, like the government killed them. Anybody who sit down, then it will be stupid. Well, maybe they can connect that with the government if the government is not, if that keep happening and the government is not providing security for the people, then in that way they can say it like that. But when it comes to people like those 4 individuals that just died back to back like that, that God just kept those people who don't know from each other from anywhere. They just having to be in that same profession, and God just done that killing, that death back to back like that for them to go together. And people said they want to massage that information because it's not their relatives or people, and it's I mean, it's sad. People saw all of those things. People saw and heard that EPS person shooting himself 3 times in the head to commit suicide. People saw all of those things. And then when they talk about it, he said lie. What are you talking about? What do you call lie? Maybe you can say, oh, they wrap a little bit of propaganda around it to make it, something, but you will
Amy,
come
no
and
propaganda around that stuff. The government itself. You see, one thing about the people, right? They can forget. When they bring their own thing to the public, and when the public run with it, they say they lie on it. No, nobody lie on it. It was the same thing the last time I said on the show about the 16 billion. When the newspaper guy brought the story up, no opposition talk about it. It was the information minister, Eugene Nagbe, at the time. He went in the studio to confirm it, to confirm that indeed 16 billion got missing. He and Samuel Toy, they had serious misunderstanding that day. He may say, my man, at the information minister, 16 billion lost. The public start running. Yeah, the public start running away. They say people like, nobody lie on that. Nobody people not lie on it. It was the same president we had who said that boyfriend and girlfriend thing they were doing. Somebody lie on that. It was the same president we had that say, you get your CCTV and provide your own security. Who lie on that?
exactly.
It was the same president we had that say,
Give you power to do that.
it was
And
the
that
same
is
president
what
we
it
had that say, yeah, when the people criticize them, he called the enemy of state. He called the people enemy of state. Your enemy, you're not like the country. It was the same president it was the same president we had that said, if anybody costs me, you will not walk free. Nobody lie on the people. Look, they say RA, until they get RA, the light on RA road. On the president, we are in the first 1 or 2 years or 3 years. Plane could not even land Amy. You forgot? You think people forgot? Plane could not even land. Many days, plane will come, they will turn around, they will go back somewhere, free time to go land. The whole airport dark. The landing zone dark. The landing zone dark. Even one time, President Weah himself, even President Weah,
electricity.
President Weah himself came, he was in the plane, he came in the plane, about to land the plane, the current went off. No electricity, almost an hour. President Weah himself. Who lie on there? You think people forget they were not seen, they were not alive? You think under the 6 year under President Weah, all the people that were living, all the people that were in like, all of them wipe, they gone somewhere else, they're not alive. There's somebody lie on there. No, today, LEC, today the road, the highway got covering. More than almost thousands of homes got water today. You can get 20 like that, you get water. Then you say nothing has changed. Go,
is that they're not
go
doing anything? Well, all the things they did, President, we already did it. All the things that President, we may have touched on a little bit of it, but
So
he
who
did not.
cares? So-
He did not do it well, and it's not President Weah's project. It's not President Weah's bedroom. It's not his house. It's not his compound. It is the Liberians people money. It is the Liberians people project. If they hire you as a manager to do a job and you did not do it good, or you did not do it and they fire you, it doesn't mean the next manager that not supposed to touch you because you were doing something that, or you started it and you do it well, or you something. I don't want to get that mindset then from.
How can a country project even be a president project?
Right. The other one, what sense would it make for Bagadogan lead all of those disruptive things they did and wasted the country money and just come and leave it at that, and for billions of dollars to go to waste because we are started here or that we are sitting here. Are they that mind to be taking stuff like that and I suppose them to you that the one that say lack of knowledge make my people perish that it right there. Because if they knew any better, they would know these people kind of say, oh, they have funding for all of these things that we did it, but in a sense, yeah, they couldn't complete any of it. They're telling you that they had electricity taken care of, they have roads taken care of. But today people celebrating roads, electricities and stuff. Can you imagine that? And somebody want to come in and then you still there and how to call it? It's just so sick and it's just so sad. If this is the thing that you want to use to come back, I'm sorry. You cannot, because you can't even acknowledge the things that you've done to the country that are wrong and your failure. You can't even acknowledge that. You want to be pointing finger at somebody else. Is that the maturity that you have now that we should turn off after all of the progress that we have made? We should turn it back over to you so you can come and destroy it and be calling it something else. It's pathetic, and we are not going to stand for it. We're here to something that lies and stuff that instead of when the other people lie according to them, they want to use that same lying methodology to come to power too. We're here, we're still here, and how that works out for them. Hey Vasco, how are you?
Yeah, I mean, how you guys doing? Happy New Year.
Same to you. Same to you. Same to you.
It's good to be back.
Every day is good to be back. You
Yeah.
come one day, you disappear for 10 months, you come out, good to be back.
That the country, 2026, we coming with full blast.
Okay.
We'll make our present felt.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're watching from the back. I'm pretty sure. What do you have to say?
To deal with all the lies coming from you guys.
What you talking about? What you talking about your own now? Go ahead, tell us about some of the lies. Speak on some.
I joined. Actually, I didn't start the show with you guys. I just saw the link. You actually just send the YouTube stuff in the chat room.
You can see it on here when I put it in there or something. You don't see it?
No, I didn't see the link that we usually used to come on, but I just saw you posting the YouTube stuff in the chat room, and that's I said, okay, these people on, and I'm free tonight. I'm not working tomorrow, so let me come here and dismantle some of the lies coming from them. So that's what I'm here for.
Okay, let's hear you.
Like I said, it's good to be back, and we are in 2026 now, so
thank God.
This is the time that we want for those of you that support the government to start to tell us what you have achieved for the past 2 years. And we'll soon be hitting the 3rd year. And for some of us, we haven't seen any positive sign. Anything that your government has done to impact the life of the ordinary people in the country. And then if you look around the country, things are getting so worse. I mean, terrible. The people are crying. Even those that voted for you, they are crying. And it is a bad sign for a government that came to rescue. And we cannot see anything that unfolding in the country that that we can look and say, oh yes, these people came to rescue, and I think they are doing their best and they are rescuing our people. But I mean, we are not seeing anything. Everything that you talk about right now is from the previous administration. You cannot name any new project that your government have initiated and that have impacted the life of the people. So everything you're doing is just completing the work of the CDC administration that you guys continue to say, oh, these people didn't do nothing, they damaged the country. How can a group of people come and damage your country, but you're stepping in the footprint? You're building on what they left for you. We cannot see anything new. So I'm here today for some of you to tell us some of the new things that you are doing. I mean, new things that you initiated.
So before we start to tell you some of the new things, where does it say that when the government comes to power, in order for them to be successful, they're supposed to leave every damages and every other so-called started project and do something new before they be successful? What handbook on what criteria or what civil? I mean, just let me know, because I just want to understand this.
Yeah. So I mean, and this is the point. You know the reason why we usually come at you guys. If you will sit here and cannot say, oh, the CDC government, they did some good things, they did a lot of good stuff in the country. And that is the reason why now we are building on what they left behind. This is how government operates. But if you can't say CDC damaged the country, and then we see you, everything that CDC left in the country, or all the projects that CDC were trying to, there's a undertaking and trying to complete before the election. These are the same project that you are working on right now. We cannot see anything new. That's what I was saying. What are some of the new things that you are doing?
Maurice, you want to come in on
2
that?
years now, going to the 3rd year.
Let
There is
the
nothing
brother.
new. How
All
can
right.
you guys, explain
so-
that? How can you explain that?
Go ahead,
That
Maurice.
the Unity Party, you guys are doing extremely well. That means you're doing things that the CDC government never even think of doing.
You
And
finish?
this is our point.
Okay.
You finish?
Thank you. Go ahead, Maurice.
You finish? All right. So,
I already threw the challenge to you.
Bossman,
Yeah.
at least, yeah, Bossman, we let's have this conversation probably in 2-3 minutes, right? As the CDC government, can you? I don't know your benchmark, but can you point out the project that CDC actually started and they did not end? Yeah.
You said this project CDC started and it did not end.
Yeah, name some of the project that CDC started, they did not end, or they did something, or they started then the government came and they completing that project. Tell me the percentage, how far they went, the level, how far they went, and the government came and pick it from there. We can start a
You
conversation
want
from
me
right
to
there.
tell you the percentage, so you agree with me that almost everything, all the project that you guys
Bossman,
are completing right now, those are all CDC.
Bossman, I've not agreed with you on anything. I said, listen to me. I've not.
You agree with me that you asked me for percentage?
Bossman, you were talking, I listened to you, right?
Yeah,
I've not agreed. Yeah. I've not agreed with you on. I've not agreed with you on anything. You came here. You said all the project that CDC and past government started CDC government started Unity Party completing it. I want you to tell me few of those projects that CDC started, how far they went, and Unity Party came and they completed the project.
Okay, first I'll go to the health sector, right? Let's go to the health sector. Under the CDC administration, we started the 14 military hospital, and we completed our project. We started the Emory Hospital, and we completed our project. We started the Redemption Hospital. We went close to like 60-65%. And you are the one trying to complete that project now. Okay? We'll go to the Lofa Road. Okay? The Lofa Road, we have the
let's deal with the health. Let's deal with the health first. Before we go to road. The health thing talking about. Where were you when there was numerous complaints and records that hospitals were not having medicines? Hospitals were empty, completely empty. Hospitals were abandoned. Hospitals where people were delivering on candlelight. Where were you when the ambassador, the U.S. ambassador, other foreign agency went to the hospital? They realized that most of the hospitals didn't have medicine, no medicine, no electricity, nothing. Where were you?
And you see,
Yes, sir.
This is the problem we have with you guys. You can just talk.
Okay.
You asking me a question. Where were you? Where were you when all those things they were all propaganda? Because can you show me one video? No, listen. Can you show me one? You're the one accusing me now. You should be bringing proof.
I'm not.
Can you show me? No. Listen. You
let him have the conversation.
You said my administration, the CDC administration. Yeah.
Our past government. I don't know where you're coming from. Whether you're separate.
The CDC administration.
Whether we like them or not.
Anyway, you want to say past government?
It's all right that the Met government, Amy that the Met government.
That's my government. I'm a
we don't have that mindset of y'all. Because while we are all Liberians, whether we like them or not, there was a government for every Liberians. Go ahead.
Just be a moderator between the men myself. I see that the Met government. Okay.
Okay. So you see, and that's why you guys are not informed, because most of you, your brain was just open to lies. People are just coming out and lying to you people, and you're just taking it. Can you show me one video that you saw people giving breath on candlelight? Can you show me one video that you can show me? Yeah, that there were no medication in the hospital. Those are things that you guys are just running around with. And do you know that the American ambassador, after he made that statement, he came back and said that the people misled him?
You finish?
You don't know that you don't listen to him? You don't listen to him?
He said that people misled him. Who
Yes.
people misled him?
But yeah, you know, yes. That's how you misled the people.
No, but tell us now. We don't know. We said about.
But I'm telling you,
who people misled him.
You accusing me. I'm telling you that there were medication in the very hospital.
No, Vasco, I'm asking you now. You said the American ambassador came out and said people misled him.
Oh,
Even though before he taking a concert tour, he himself went to the hospital.
He went to the very country.
But you telling us saying he said people misled him. So I want to.
Yeah, he went to the country and he met people.
He didn't go to the hospital.
That gave him those information. But at the end of the day, when the government came up and tried to let him to understand that the information you got from these people, they're all lies. We have medication in all of those hospitals you can think of. We have medication out of the hospitals. And if you think I'm lying, you come and prove it. That there was no medication.
All right.
Prove it to me. You don't just say something. You don't just say things. When you want proof, I'm telling you that the government, can you disprove me that the government didn't start the 14 military hospital and end it? Can you disprove me that the government didn't start 14 military hospital and end it? Can you also disprove me that the Redemption Hospital, the CDC government didn't start it and took it almost 60%. It is you right now that the whole project has stalled. There is no work going on there. You stole all the equipment out to the place.
But boss man, I gotta talk to now.
You ask me questions, what
no, but yeah, I gotta talk to. You know,
no, listen. You asked me a question, I already answered you. Can you name me one new project that your government have initiated? Say you say the CDC government damaged the country. Name me one project.
Okay, there's a new project.
You broke ground for.
He will talk because I don't know what they.
January, I think January 26th will make you.
Boss man, let me talk.
3 years.
Vasco, thank you.
Boss man, let me talk now. Vasco.
Yeah, go ahead.
Vasco, right? Yeah, Vasco. Vasco, what we do here, for me and I just talking, what we're doing here, we're talking, people listening, and people will make the judgment, right? When I say the ambassador, you said, these are the people that give report on the country. These are the people that sponsor the country. These are the people that send money. These are the people that send the report that almost all the hospitals in the country, or most of the hospitals in the country, empty, no drugs. The ambassador McCarthy came, he said it. You said the ambassador came by and said people lied to him. The audience, come in, boss man, my man. The audience will decide on the audience will make their judgment. Let's move on. The audience will make the judgment as to whether the ambassador or not saying what the ambassador said it. So let's move.
Well, Vasco, mentor. Let's not do that.
What you call fact? I just told you the ambassador came and make the statement. You say make the statement. Ambassador made the statement that most of the hospital are empty, no drugs. There were people that intervened in live, confirming the information that most of the hospitals are empty, no drugs. What the evidence you want me to show you? That's what I say. The people will decide. The people will make the judgment between you and myself. When you're having conversation between you and somebody, you tell your own, the person told their own. The people that will decide, they will make the judgment. That's how it works, right? You're not going to tell me, say, show me video, take video from where to show you. I don't do strong man argument. Oh, show me video. Take video from where to show you where.
There is a video to that effect that they want to giving him something. There is a video.
Excuse me, you don't even have to. You say when you say people come out to say something, when you go on their page and whatsoever you.
I said ambassador, and you say other international agency.
Said he was misled.
Wait, ambassador.
Listen to the ambassador.
I mean, let's move. Let's move on.
When you talk to the mentor, but first of all, let me come in, Vasco. Don't come here to come mislead anybody here.
No, he can't mislead nobody. He can only mislead himself.
Watching the show, they know what happened. The Ambassador McCarthy took a country tour on his own.
Don't matter.
It was never anybody who. Why the hell would he take a tour then? If you will go sit down in a hotel for them to come get information, why couldn't he just sit in the embassy in Liberia and tell people to gain information? Why would he be going multi places there to go just for him to go sit down for people to come get information and he is sitting down go there? Who y'all think they're lying thing? I think y'all depending on y'all want to lie to come back to it's gonna give you a hard time. It's gonna give you a hard time. I'm telling y'all. Ambassador McCarthy took a tour, 15 counties, and he was not disgusted with even the building them. How the places were leaking, where people were at, where pregnant women and drugs that had to give him all these money for healthcare, and none of those things was in the hospital. And you want to come say and talk about the ambassador like he said the people lied to me. You're sorry. No, Pastor, please, man. What is wrong with you? There's a new project that you're so obsessed with. Like we were just saying before you came. Let me tell you something. There is no project in our country that belongs to any president. All the things that you're talking about say, that we are there, even the ones that we are there, it wasn't done right. They're doing it now, they're doing everything they right. The RIA role. George man, I can be saying that in the comments talking, they ain't asked the brother-in-law. They will tell him those things wasn't done right, and they are doing it the right way and fixing everything and completing it. That is the Liberians people money. They are projects. It is not we are projects. When we are messing up and leave it is not Joseph Boakai. That's what we remove him and put Joseph Boakai to fix it. To do the things then that we want them to do. We don't put him there to kind of go ignore project, all of those messaging in the day and leave it and go be boring hole somewhere else. No. For what? So what? Ruin the money, the country's money? What do you think? We're not sick and tired of seeing our country looking like the biggest village on the planet of the or in that region. That y'all call everything we are there. You have freaking 6 years. What was he doing that he didn't complete those projects? The 14 military that you always boast about, 14 military. They even gave it a facelift and making it something in the so-called Emerald Hospital. It wasn't done. They're giving a facelift right now. They're cleaning everything and putting everything in those hospitals. So what do you want to come here and say you're gonna go to the Saki mortuary, the new Saki mortuary, and go give those Latin because it's not gonna fly with every war mini Liberia who mean war for Liberia. That only CDC bears those lies they can fly with. That your people then can come feed in your thing, you want to come and be feeding in your platform, but it's not going to work. Let me tell you right now, every Liberians know what's going on in Liberia right now. They're seeing it and they saw it for the past administration. You don't need to lie to them. They will be the judge. Go 2029, you'll take your photo then to Southeast. Say we Samuel Twice say we suck you all major role. It's not what they didn't have to do it. Let the Southeast know tell you now what they think about you. They'll be the judge of that.
Can
I come in? Can I come in?
Yeah, come in.
It's what the leader Vasco may mean, but anyway, go ahead.
You listen, you already listen. Jeffrey, you can give me
no problem. I listen. Now I want for Amy. I want for Amy to leave.
I mean,
the people will decide. The people will make the judgment whether I'm lazy or not.
So the company that was facing or that was building the road, doing the we administration. Did you people change that company?
I'm not a public work minister, so why are you asking? Did you?
But you're not following your government.
What is the name of the company?
That is same company.
What is the name of the company?
The company that used to say that Mange own the company. What
the name of the company?
I try to get a company name, brother. I just get it on me. You ain't never put to interrupt you while talking. I mean, me, generally talking, and so I thought you was something.
I don't interrupt people. All the talking, I season and quiet, I listen to you.
Oh God, what the company name, man?
East International.
East International. Thank you.
You won't tell you.
I mean, no, thank you. My brain ran out of information too much inside. So, yeah, wait now. You know, when you're talking, so I just sit back and just be listening to you people. You said the job we are facing the road, they didn't do it good. Now the people came and they try to fix it. First of all, any serious government, you accuse a company, you say the company is not working good, they're not facing the road good. Then you come back, you using the same company. So What kind of logic in the thing that you're saying? The same company that are facing a road, that the same company still facing a road. And in fact, where we left that road, 2 years, if you go on the road now, people travel like brother feed it. You don't even find equipment on the road. The road still terrible. The place we have stopped the road, you people haven't even done like even 5% of where we stopped the road. The road still
Where did we
terrible.
stop the road?
You finish?
I'm still talking, man. Okay?
Where did he stop the road?
I mean, you know where the road stopped?
No, you gotta tell me. I know where the road stopped when he left.
Okay, the road
You
almost
talking about not
the
5%
road,
of it. That's why I'm asking you now. Where did he stop it?
the road is around Suffering area there. And they got the other one coming from RIA on the other side. Coming. So they were like they were two different groups. One was coming from RIA, one was coming from EWA Govi. So any group part of that road you see over there, that we are administration.
Where we had it in.
Your government haven't done anything on that road yet. Nothing your government have done on that road. It's still the same. The one that you see in there, that the one that we are stopping. Okay? The Lofa road, where we are stopping, that the place stay at.
Wow.
Yeah, but for us, you know, the executive mansion page, when you go back, although you are trying to delete all the video, we don't look for these things. Go on the executive mansion page or you go on YouTube. You will see where we stop the road. The Lofa road. Even the road going to the southeast. That going to Nima County, all the way going to Grand G there. Those places, the money was already secured for the road. What's stopping your 3 year? You ain't doing anything. You're just running around putting mud on road. Then what kind of serious government be talking about mud road?
All right.
Eh? I know my challenge still to you.
Okay. All right.
Before the argument move forward, you ask me my only question. You don't want me to. We just went to.
But how long you be talking? You want me to just sit and just be listening to you?
But
how
I
long
want
you
I want our audience. You're going for 3 years now. Can you name me one project that your government initiated?
All right, thank you, Vasco.
You said that 2025 was a good year for you.
Thank you, Vasco. Go ahead.
All right. You see, there's two things, right? When you're responsible, when you present yourself as a responsible person, when you do business with somebody, they will take you serious. But you present yourself as irresponsible, reckless, the person that doing business with you, sometimes they'll be very reckless. So that was the case with the East International you talk about. It's not that East International can do good work. It's not that East International was a quote-unquote overall bad company, but your government was a rogue government. They were not paying the people, they were stealing. So what you expect the people to do? To be reckless? Remember you were talking, I listened to you.
Well, I say that.
Yeah. So your idea, the first thing, East International is not owned by CDC. Even if it's owned by CDC, as long as they can do good, as long as they can do good job, that what matters. And when you pay them, they will do good job.
You get what you pay for.
Right, you get what you pay for. So most of the company, most of the engineering companies, then the CDC work in Kuwu, then they can pay the people. Sometimes they don't deal with the people. What you expect? So that's the reason why most of the roles, this company, they were not doing nothing. That RIA rule, it was like a death trap. It's not that East International they could not do the job, but they couldn't even pay the people. They were reckless. Your government was reckless. So as a result, the company that they were doing business with also became reckless. And everybody want money. You can't pay the people what you expect the people to do, and you don't care. So that's what happened. So for you think by the time Bouaka government can, they're supposed to get rid of all the people. No. If all the people that are there, the people that you are doing business with them, if you are not doing business with them the right way, you are crooking them. And if somebody come, they want to do business with them the right way and they're ready to do the right thing, what is the issue there? There's no issue there. Absolutely. You talk about Lofa Road and just every other road. That Lofa Road that you're talking about was not the same Lofa Road that the Ellen Carey Joey when they dedicated that road. We can spend 6 years. He didn't even look at it the way he's supposed to look at the road. So that is tragedy right there. So you don't expect the government, Bouaka government, to come and just get rid of everybody. Because why? It's a responsible government. They will do business the right way. And when they do the right business with the right way, they will get the right result. So that's your answer right there. Yeah, my brother. So we're not going to get rid of East International because they were working with Joe. We know. We are reckless.
So we
We are not reckless.
We follow the road, the international sport, and when you broke it down, it's obviously
the road was the road. Right now, said the road got current. You got current there. You can drive on that road now. You got current on that road.
Where the current stop?
You say where the current stop? I know where the current stop. I know where the current stop.
You know that I can say your president.
Where the current stop?
Everybody can tell the president they carry somewhere. Remember, you're suffering at home, man. You just
start making fun. Start making comedy. Yeah.
Let's talk about the issue here. And
When I have a comedy, when I have a comedy, where the road stop?
You see where the road stop?
Yeah, when I have a comedy, and
the road stop, the road all the way around suffering area.
And where the current stop?
I think that maybe 5 pole one side or 5 pole.
Look at that man. Look at that man.
That's why I don't take him serious with any topic because the suffering said he talking about. When I was 2023, the road had not even passed.
Let me tell you one thing.
Yeah, junction or to go anywhere far. They just had the wall they dug there and they left it.
The road from here, and
now they have taken the road
all the way around suffering area.
Let's talk about now, one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And then he come here telling us, and I even find that the places he pointing at, he naming today. Is this government work doing? He's sitting here telling you that we are doing it, that we are paying your okay yourself. But guess what? That your villages were saying we are here to go break it down, but not Liberia. That's all we will tell you. So if you're coming without something, what's something? Why are you so obsessed with project initiative? Let me tell you something, Vasco. Let me tell you something. No government in Bouaka has started projects on his own. But no government, right, will come and just start doing massive. Government is supposed to be continuing with it, right? For the sake of the country and the people to benefit. It's not about showing my talent and wasting money. That's not what government is about. Let me tell you something. Joe Bouaka does not start any project on the way you like to say initiate project on his own. If he doesn't start any project and finish all the mess, that project that was started around the country, that is a legacy on his own. Let me tell you it right now. Because why? It will give the country a facelift. It will give the country a good look. Just the Grand General you name. 6 years. You want to see this country, this government facing in just 2 years. 6 years we had. Your claim, your so-called best funded minister in your head then. He claimed that he had every funding for all major roads. 6 years. What stopped him from finishing? What stopped you from finishing those roads in? They haven't even gone there with asphalt pavement. Just according to your mud that they put it on there. The people are so appreciative for that mud that they put it on there. Just for that mud, though. The place where the bulk of your votes used to come from, the southeast, y'all go there right now and see what are y'all getting votes there.
What in there?
That's to tell you that people are working. That's to tell you that government project does not belong to an individual. That's to tell you that. It doesn't belong, even Joe Bouaka start whatever he leaves, it doesn't finish it, it's not his project. It's the Liberian project. The next government is supposed to come and finish that project and before they start going with something. That's how the country develops. What country do you know around the world that come, the other person come there and say, oh, that one that affordable inside, so we'll not touch it. Then the British, right, Morris, in Ivory Coast, all over here, and they say, oh no, they want our gay Robert, so no, we're not touching that one. Oh, yeah, the mindset is just so ridiculously like that messed up. That's what I tell you, there's a court, it's not a political party, then people say, and y'all see how what they are stolen, they are destroyed. I'm going for them to come and be speaking book to y'all, lying and speaking it's ridiculous. But thank God, not a lot of people who can say that Baku and they are more than the people who got reasoning, who don't say that nonsense. They are more than the one that I can say the Baku and the That's the blessed part of it.
Thank you. I mean, so is this how you're gonna give your message or messages to the people?
Forget about how to give our message. Get to your own.
What are
Give
you
your own
talking
a message. Forget about how to give our message. Give your own a message.
This thing, let us bring put out after all that thing.
Okay.
All that yama thing is, when you're doing the propaganda to come to power, that they think that your messages here, the same thing you're still saying.
Right.
Okay, this government, and you get your want to drive picking and be passing around showing area the road, the facing road. He went to the southeast. Why he didn't show the Grand Jide road? But when you can't say on Facebook, what the road good though?
Call him, ask him.
Most of the road we see, they are all terrible.
Call him,
We
ask
see
him why he not showing
car
Grand Jide
broke,
road.
car hitching in the
about?
mud. We see no roads around. But every day, the government facing the road, the government doing this one, the government doing that one. No serious government be talking about those road facing. That's why when Joe walked into power, the road was stopping in Ganta. Ganta. I went Ganta, I drove from Ganta to Sunny Kode. And I know how long it took from Ganta to Sunny Kode. Today, you can pass through Sunny Kode, you go to close to Locatur, the Kota going. You can go, how you call the place there? You pass through, what you call it? When you come from Sunny Kode, in Nima there, man. I just forgetting that name. The road is going. Joe, we couldn't just fly with the quota to carry all the way to Grand Jide. There is a corridor to enter Grand Jide. So that is it. Okay? And that funding was already secure, my brother. Now the government can be taking money from the budget to be paying people. Most of those projects you see
So
around.
where did he take the funding from?
This thing now, government lobby with other international groupings or partners, that the World Bank, the African Development Bank, they go there and secure this money. And when the people bring out their money there, they don't take that money, they give it to government. Okay? Those are all projects. The government there to supervise. So you say the government was taking the other money. That's the reason why the Bagana camp, that money will still be there for him to complete the road. But we're going to 3 years now. 3 years. You all know that Joe Wiata, COVID-19 destroyed 2 year plus of our
What was
administration.
Joe we had done before COVID came?
Man, COVID came 2020, I think 2019, right? It started from China. It started from China, I think 2018. It started coming to Africa, 2019.
COVID had something on
Those big,
so what was they were doing? What were they doing that was so massive and COVID and just cut it off? That COVID was so dangerous on Liberia that Ebola and just cut everything off. You tell us what was really going on to that time.
Listen,
apart from protesting, telling them
when we came to power, the country was completely damaged, especially when it comes to the financial area, the way the government was set up. Because majority of the money,
what kind of problem?
Coming into government. You're listening now. Listen. I'm here to educate you.
Sure, listening.
Yeah, listen, let me educate you people. When CDC came to power, we had a serious issue that we had to deal with. And that issue, the government couldn't even function until we fixed that issue.
What was that issue?
Because when you look at our government, almost 90% of the budget was going to salaries. So there was nothing to carry on any development. Okay? So our partner, how you call it? The World Bank,
the IMF.
The IMF. Those are the people that government work with. IMF told us, look, we cannot borrow you people any money again. Because what we observe here is, majority of the money that comes to your country, you take it and just pay salary. Because we know the salary structure during the Manaseri area, we all know how we're looking. Like a minister, the ministry, they can face their own payroll. One minister can be having cook to a horse, get driver pay. They determine how much they are paying their people.
Joey, you're going to pay? Okay.
They will determine how much to pay people that were incorporating government. So when we couldn't work like that. IMF said, no, we can't give you nothing until y'all go back and
I
re-strategize.
think no LDC.
Y'all need to come back and re-strategize everything before the government can even start to function. So when we came our first year, these are the kind of reform the CDC government were working on. And that's why you saw harmonization coming into play. When you guys ran with it, y'all talk all kinds of la thing. Today, they
Okay,
see
so I
harmonization.
agree with you about the salary issue, right?
You cannot undo that harmonization today.
Okay.
So,
So
if you say what CDC was doing during the period before the coronavirus, that was the system CDC was trying to put in place. And that was the reason why when CDC set that system, you saw the US rate came down. It was just stable.
stable.
We were able to, the cheapest rest ever, we were able to put it on the market. $13.
Okay, thank you, Vasco. Because if I hear you,
So
again,
that was the reform we're putting into place.
what's up, Josh?
My
Look,
brother
thank you
Joe,
guys.
Happy New Year, brother.
Yeah, same to you, man.
Oh my
Look,
God,
you
they
know,
put me in that place. You sleeping in the living room?
no, I came in the living room because the room is hot.
Look at that.
Because they are using solar now, so the AC cannot come on. So I just came in the living room because
You gotta rescue Vasco. We know.
I can see the share. I guess speak up because I was naked completely in bed because the heat. But I just
Too much information.
because I can't stand that people will come on here and provide misinformation to our Liberian people, and I will sit back. So apparently that is not a national thing to do, and as a patriotic Liberian, I had a responsibility to come on here to tell you guys the truth. Currently,
Video.
the RIA highway is 46 kilometers. The one that they have the street light on is less than 2 kilometers.
To the airport.
Yes. From here, the junction to the airport is 46 kilometers. And the portion of the road that they have the lights on is just 2 kilometers. So it not even reached 5 kilometers. It not even reached 10 kilometers. Guess what? No machine is on the road. Yesterday, when I came from Abidjan, I had to drive from the airport to come in town. Let me tell you, the road is even more chaotic now than it was when the construction was going on, because certain part of the road is blocked with big brakes on it because it's on construction and no one is there, no yellow machine, nothing is on the road. And what people wanted to believe that is happening. When I asked the minister about what is going on, he said the company, we want to audit the company because we feel that the money that they pay to the company hasn't done the job. So I said, okay, but why can't the company continue working while you do the investigation? Because this is dangerous for even the pedestrian, the motorists, and everything. So why you guys can do this? Oh, look, we want to make sure that everything is in place before we can continue. So let me tell you, for now, nothing is going on the area highway. The company has pulled out. So 46 kilometers, less than 2 kilometer road is paved, and all the other ones that was already excavated and other things, it remains the same. Grass growing in the holes that are already dug for asphalt to be laid. So that's the thing. The second thing is that for you guys to come on here, and Vasco, thank you for sharpening the consultation here. For these people to say, that the CDC damaged the country. When somebody damaged something, when you get there, you don't continue to do what they do. So that means the UP is damaging the country further, because all the job that CDC started, that's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So are you trying to tell us that you are damaging the country further?
Yeah.
If that's the case, then of course, then CDC damages country.
Mm-hmm.
If you are damaging it further, because when we started Redemption Hospital, when President Weah in 2022, when he put the first shovel on the ground to rebuild or to build the Redemption Hospital, he was damaging the country, damaging the soil by digging.
So build Redemption Hospital?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
When President Weah first put a shovel on the ground for the new Redemption Hospital, he was damaging the country by taking that soil there. And now you guys are following in footsteps for building the same place that he was building, and you are damaging the country further. The area highway that President William, when he started, you guys said, or instead of building the arterial roads in the communities, he said he's taking the money, they won't steal the money. That's why they said the building area highway. The same area highway where you came, that's why you started to build. These things, the same parks that you said it meant nothing. Now you are asking the citizen to pay money to enter those parks. And it was free before.
Yeah.
The same method that you said you were going to cancel when you come because we were having share in it and you were sending the money to Saudi Arabia. The same method, you increase the price. That's why I'm not bringing container in this country anymore. You increase the price. Instead of even letting it be, you increase the price for us with the business people. But you guess what? You people are good at silencing people. Now, when you talk anything, even when you minister, when you talk anything, they will fire you. So people are afraid to talk. People are afraid to talk. Let me tell you, this country is more tense than before because everyone is looking at yesterday in my hotel room where I stay, temporarily. I met a minister. The minister came to my hotel. She came to my hotel and was at to talk. And everyone, there's no just security. People are afraid to talk. People are afraid to speak out. Because when you speak out, President Bouakai has the pen to just fire you. And one of the things she told me that some of the people that are being fired is not, President Bouakai doesn't even know that people are being fired. He said they will just read the letter and give it to him. And when they see, woman, they say, Papa, sign here. He signs, and that's it. So there's no just security. So nobody is even trying to do the right thing here. Everyone is trying to protect their job. Because you know that when you say anything, they will fire you. So let me tell you, the country is in a dire situation right now. And it's not about politics. It's about Liberia because we need to put
You see?
Correct, go
Mama Shariki for you. But go ahead.
Now the one that can be yelling hold it and say
Give me everything though. George come rescue you and you just both saying your Gary. But go ahead.
Nobody can rescue me. I mean, because Georgia
everything talk.
Yeah, in the day of in this technology era, technology can expose lies. That's the whole thing. So if somebody thinks somebody lie on them, it's okay. You can run with that. But in this day and age, this is the technology era, the technology day. It will expose you. Look, let me probably the brother doesn't know that when this government came, the government as a responsible government, they were able to renegotiate most of the contract, most of the arrangement, because most of the country pull out, Japan pull out, China pull out, Kuwait pull out. Because why? Your government was irresponsible, they were reckless, they were rogue. So they pull out. The Japan Free Trade Agreement, the people pull out, Japan pull out, China pull out, Kuwait, all these agreements. Because look, the war, when you take over as a new leadership, everybody will watch to see. They were going to do business with you. Based on how you proceed, it will determine whether they will continue with you. We are in homeboys who are reckless. So most of the guys pull out. These are serious people. They pull out. So when this government came back, they were able to renegotiate the Japan, the China, the Kuwait, all these people. And the argument we have project. I don't even know why they run it. It's like I don't even know why they even running with this thing. It's like you got this woman, they turn the lady over to you, and you mistreat the woman.
So that I went offline, right? This is the better Liberia you guys have now, because there's no power. So even businesses to run, like they are asking me for my company to build all
No, let me finish.
Jordan get Starling there, Starling.
So
have fun later. But
I mean, you know, see this thing are coming 1 million y'all get change. The West End can checkmate people. They can't tell the man talking, so the child message, man, I think what he said, and I you. The message channel name pull up, Kuwait pull up, Chepe pull up. That kind of thing, don't let it go too far.
Yeah,
no, you correct me.
Yeah,
you correct me.
Listen now, you were correct him when you come on. There are a lot of things you say here that George said wasn't true, But I'm letting you know when
Wait.
the next person come on, they can do what they gotta do, right?
So
That's how
no, you correct me. Correct me.
he will when he comes on. Go ahead.
So you talk about COVID. The COVID, the only thing that the government did, they make use of the COVID, they stole from the people. The country did not experience major COVID. They say 30 million, they put 30 million together for package. Who received that money? You cannot show one person that received that money. They divide that money among themselves. So don't even talk about COVID. COVID is not even something for you to talk about because they only use that COVID to make money to enrich themselves. They put 30 million to get aside just to divide that money aside. Nobody got that money. Nobody. You could not show one person that got money. And, you know, and look, like I said, I'm not even going to respond to that subjective stuff. Oh, no, this and that. Look, we're in the technology era. The lies will be exposed. The lies will be exposed. So if you think somebody running will lie, go your lie. Right? So, I mean, the whole issue of project. Look, it even shows how reckless we are was. Because you talk about all the project, you could not even go 10% of the project. It only shows how reckless Mr. Weah and his homeboys were. So for them to even boast of that we are project, the one that we are project, but all the project talking about, the man could not even go 10%. Let's say that we are project, could not even go 10% of the project. So again, it only shows how reckless Mr. Weah and boy was. They didn't care.
Thank you. So Vasco, go ahead before I come in.
I mean, that Josh concluded. I can come.
But
Josh,
can I conclude then? Because I went off. Can I conclude?
Well, you conclude like you want, but go ahead. He want you to say me when Josh conclude, you will not come to
no,
happen.
but I
Go
mean,
ahead.
the man went off, so they yet and that will come.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what Josh got done between one of us. But go ahead.
So the thing is that Morris is saying that what I'm saying is subjective. I don't know whether he understands what subjective means, because these things are factual things. I'm not saying it by myself. If you go on RI Road now, you see no yellow machine there. It is not subjective.
But Josh, just because you see no yellow machine at the site at the moment, which we all know this is the holiday season, and they were fixing that and lighting it and doing other stuff.
No, but
there is no yellow machine there at the moment, so that means they're not doing anything. So they haven't done anything. Is that what
no,
you're
but
trying to say?
no, but even not even that when you say minister go meet you to your in your hotel, your higher discussion, is that not a subjective something? Is that something that's supposed to go into the state and not true that lie? That's what I mean, brother. Is that
No,
something
if-
that's
if
supposed to say you lie or you not lie?
Wait,
Or you
It's not. It's not. No, let me tell you now. When you say just subjective, it means that something that I am suggesting is for myself. You know what I mean?
But-
It's my suggestion. It's my.
It is.
but
It
I'm
is
not
what I'm. But guess what? No, what I'm trying to tell you is that you can see it. Anyone who has spoken against this government in this government has been fired. Is that still subjective to you? The boy from
Anyone who was a what?
the information ministry, from the information ministry, when he criticized the how do you call it, the scholarship from Silver Besso and Yanti, he was fired. The
he
boy
was not
from-
fired. He was not fired.
He was dismissed. He was suspended indefinitely and he resigned. That's the same thing as being fired.
Okay. No, it's not the same thing.
The boys from how they call it, from City Hall, who working with MCC. They
You got
criticized the
trouble.
government and they were all fired. That is not suggestion. I'm not suggesting it. It's not subjective. So let me just finish up. The thing is that for us as Liberians, instead of being patriotic, we want to be partisan. We want to be partisan driven. For me, that time is over. We have to be
Okay.
very objective in this case because Liberia is drowning.
Yeah.
Liberia is drowning because everything now, like you see the president on his New Year message, he recorded message to the country. He said they should lower the pressure. They should lower the temperature. It's too high. It's too
What is-
divided. Because he did not win an overwhelming mandate. So his people who support him should not behave as if they won with an overwhelming mandate. The country is maybe 60 and 40, divided for him. So
Are you
they
quoting
need-
the president?
What?
Are you quoting him? Or you
I'm
paraphrasing?
I'm quoting. He said the
Verbatim?
temperature is too high. Yeah,
Tire.
verbatim, he said the temperature is too high. They should bring it down.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were
So
one
let me
by high machine,
so,
so the man added the 1 by 60%. All I wanted that's what he said.
the thing. No, I'm saying like when I said like, I'm not quoting verbatim. Yeah, when I said like, I'm trying to give an instance just to give you visibility on what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to say is that if you say the past government destroyed this country, but every project they did, you find it good to do it and continue to finish the project they finished. Let me tell you, if you think engineering or anything is an event, why hasn't the government started any project this for the 2 year and finish it? What project have they
Okay, thank you,
finished?
Josh.
They haven't finished any project. That means projects and engineering, it does not take, if you, like you said, Amy, you said a very important thing. You said, because you don't see yellow machine on the road, that doesn't mean work is not going on or work is going on. But let me tell you, when work has already started and materials and equipment is mobilized on site, in engineering project, those machines remain there until that job is finished and then you move them out. You don't move, you don't evacuate them and then take them back because everything takes a lot of money to do. To mobilize takes money and to demobilize takes money. So you don't do it. So once the project site is prepared and clear and machineries are brought on the site, they do their job and they finish their job and they leave. You don't
Thank you.
remove them completely. Yes, thank you.
So let me come in a little bit because I think you asked the question twice. If you're saying George Weah damaged the country, why are they coming and going in George Weah footsteps? If they say, and what was the other one again? The road. But first of all, let me let you know something. Maybe I said it before, but maybe you did not hear me, right? George Weah took the country money and somebody told them and said they're doing projects, right? The Redemption Hospital that you speak of, right now, they are extending the hospital. They added some on it. So if you go and build one kitchen and say that kitchen costs $40 million of the Liberian money, the next person that comes, that kitchen will not serve the people. It's not enough. Even though you say 40, it doesn't look like a $40 million project, but you say it's $40 million. No, it's not going to serve the purpose. So guess what? They have to do it because why? It has already been started. You cannot waste that money. So what they can do is do it the right way. Do it the right way and the modern way. Not because you started, so they are not going in your footsteps. They are fixing your footsteps, your damaged footsteps. That's what they are doing. So if you talk about, this one, because this is your narrative about, they're doing George Weah footsteps. They're doing George Weah. Nobody following George Weah footsteps. If they were, George, you sounded like you're the only person who won Liberia the whole season. People that we don't even know, we see on the social media. They're showing us places. They're showing us how the countries have advanced. You come here and telling us that the country is drowning, people are dying. And you come here telling us that the politics, the politicking, they had to stop. What are you doing? Are you, contradicting yourself, or are you being a hypocrite? I don't understand it. Because everyone who has gone to Liberia this season, everyone that I have talked to, even the one who support the CDC, has said something that the country has a different look. Yeah, everything is not bread and butter, but things are changing gradually. That's what they say. You come back and telling us that the country is drowning. Everybody's putting in the water. I don't understand it. And you're talking about to be patriotic. That is not being patriotic because you're not right. What you're doing right now is the CDC talking point that you're trying to pervert. That's what you keep going with, and it's not working. Because why? We don't live in the day of the old. We don't live under the rocks anymore. We're not waiting for letters to come for 1 week before we know what's going on. You can go outside there right now. Somebody will be outside there and they got a video on, they got something on, they're talking there. We know a lot of people in the country right now. We see everything that's going on in Liberia. I said we are there. So that's the bad thing about the whole thing. No, the government is fixing we are mess. They have to fix it. Why? Because that's the country money. That's the Liberian people's money. They cannot let those money to go to waste. They have to add extra money on it, even though your finance minister said that they all need funding, but they are still what signing agreement for these projects, even though they got all the fundings in 6 years and never completed them. But they are still doing all of those things. So for you to come in and be talking about somebody going, we are Foster is the last thing. As Joe Biden started, we're going to impeach him in 6 months, and he are going to be going, we are Foster. No, he's not. That's what we are giving him with his flower while he's still alive. They're fixing all of the damages. They are not something you have to fix it. Like I said, the redemption hospital, they even adding onto it. That thing that he was doing there, that's not what they're doing. They added onto it, and I'll bring the video here to show you. I have seen that. They are doing such a massive project that is going on over there right now that is not even funny. And y'all want to come sit and tell us that we are forced to fighting. Well, just stop. That is the whole narrative of, oh, somebody lies, somebody do that, and oh, they're doing we are project, they're doing. It's not going to help. If that is the methodology of we are coming back to power, it's going to fall flat on the face. Because why? Everybody can see what's going on in the country right now, and they can see what's going on in the country 6 years ago. So it's a night and day. I don't even know how you can even come to try to frame it and make it look like it's something else, and it is. No, it's not. And no one is saying Liberia is perfect. And you know what? There's one thing I always talk about Joe Boycott. He always said, the president said that Joe Boycott is so real. He's in touch with reality. He's not coming up here to tell anybody say he has made Liberia small heaven, because he knows it's not there yet. Even though he had made a lot of little changes here and there, and he's on the right track, but it's not there yet. So people are still poor. People are hungry. He owns that. He said, yes, we need to create jobs. We are not there yet. The country is still, people are still suffering. That is a president that I would want to be talking to me. And somebody who said, oh, I'm the president, the best president, say 1847, and people are dropping on the street. People are hungry. Children are all walking in the street studying. People are not getting good or health care. No, I would rather a person that would be straight with me and tell me that the things are hard. Yeah, we still got work to do. There's somebody who's not doing anything and telling me, say, they have done everything already. No, then I mean you are so out of touch with reality, and you cannot even own up to the damages you have caused. You're still coming here making it seem like they did something good, and this government is going in at full step. No, they're not. They are fixing their damages. That's what they're doing. Come in, Vasco.
Thank you, Ami.
Who did new project? Like, you're so obsessed with new project. Let's finish with all the damages first, and finish costing, then we'll start new projects. How about that? We need to clean our country. Not leave it looking all everywhere, whole patching everywhere, then you leave it and then you go start a new project somewhere. Y'all change your mindsets.
I mean, you know, yeah. I think my brother George tried to make the thing very simple. That simple English George was speaking just now, but instead giving you a hard time. Because we never started this kind of an argument. That's why when you guys came to power, you see our party will be relaxing. Just watching the government to see what this government will do. And you guys running with a narrative that CDC damaged the country. And we keep telling you people, if CDC damaged this country, you know what we call damage? That means the 6 years we spent in power, the things that we keep with back, the thing that Manasari left there, we spoil everything, and we didn't even do nothing. That means you guys you have to start from zero to face the country. That the directive you're trying to run with, you're trying to make your people to understand. And then we tell you now, say yourself we damage this country. But all of the projects are in the country that you're working on right now. It is the CDC government that initiated all those projects.
Back to the same
you continue to hear it. That in reality,
it's like
you tell me that
you just walking on a wall. Like, go ahead.
The last time I ever listening to, I saw a live video for Redemption Hospital. The people complaining.
Oh gosh.
The people say they are not getting anything. In fact, most of the equipment, the people stealing the equipment, they're selling it. The same thing George tell you. George will be the best person. George is in the country. He traveled through that RIA road to his resident. So he's speaking.
But that's
I'm
not
telling
just
you.
one people. That's
Now
why I
that
told you, the thousands of people in the country. Now when the
I
Georgia
mean, will not
just
believe
started
your
few
own.
days
Will not
ago.
believe your own. Because you say
Oh,
the
okay.
person
I
say
see.
everyone of watching we see the atmosphere in Liberia. Along being look, we've been observing Christmas, New Year, and all of things in Liberia. This year, one of the worst Christmas. Now I'm saying it. The people that are in the market, the various markets, the people telling you that we go to the market, they buy, they sell up more than they buy. No money. Government refused to pay civil servant for the holiday season. People, the entire street was empty by 8:30, 9 o'clock. We know Christmas. The children says no one's go in the street to go look for our children.
Don't worry, I can bring a Christmas picture then. Go ahead.
I mean, no can show those big entertainment area because that's the only thing that operating in Liberia right now. Entertainment places. We tell you how our children used to go to the parks and go play. You charge children. The country is tough. Now you know the country is tough. Places that used to be free for our children to go play. Look at the park. They cannot even maintain the parks. The little swimming pool job we had there for the children, that whole place green, rotting, the water smelling. No management. So now the poor people have to pay to go to the various places. And this is what we're saying here. And my brother came here and gave me misleading information. I never knew how you lazy or we coming on this show here every night. Because you and me said on the show, you just be talking. But today now we appear here, you even know what to say. You telling us that China pull out, Kuwait pull out, Japan pull out. Where you got your information from? That Japan and pull out of Liberia. China pull out of Liberia.
Where
That
you
is
get
it, lie. They
information
just be
for
passing
that,
around
guys?
lying.
Something smelly.
They just be passing around lying. China pull
Thank
out,
you,
Kuwait
Joe.
pull out.
Thank you, Vasco. That George coming there.
And what they kind of lack, I mean,
No, but
like you will be
I thought
spoiling too. Call it
I
off
thought I was
course.
supposed to
That
come.
is a man that is not true.
Oh yeah, that Morris.
Yeah, you know, the first thing, I'm not a loud talker. I don't just talk because I'm not a loud talker. Your problem of understanding things is your problem. You probably I know that's the understanding you got. When I say China pull out, Japan pull out, you think the people pack their bundle, they pack their embassy, they left the country. I truly understand that's how you understand it. And I saw the guy, I was not disappointed. I
But
told you,
we say China pull out, what I mean.
boss man, you were talking, I listen to you, brother.
No, but
You say I
I'm
lazy.
yes, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, but listen, brother. I like to have respectful conversation. You say I lazy, fine. I ain't got a problem with that. I
Go
lazy.
ahead, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I like to have respectful conversation. You probably were not listening, or you were something. You were not listening. I said the road agreement. Most of the road agreement, the people that this agreement was signed with, they pull out. China pull out. Japan pull out. Kuwait pull. You run with it. Your understanding was that the people pull out of the country. They put out an arrangement, and that was for sure. When the government came back to power, they renegotiated those contracts. You know, one of the reasons why China left, China pulled out because of the voting, the voting system. Liberia took. So you just come on show. You think I just probably just talk, making fun of yourself. You think making fun of somebody. You don't just talk because you want to talk, brother.
China want to you to pull out.
They pull up on an agreement, boss man.
Go ahead,
What's wrong with this guy?
Don't shop it that one before I come there.
What's wrong with this guy?
Let the man talk now.
Yeah, what's wrong with this guy? I told you I don't come to show to make comedy, brother. Right? So your own, I told my own. The people that are watching, they will decide. I told you in the day and age, technology will expose the truth and the lies.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. So don't make mockery out of yourself all you can. I will go back to tell you, Japan freeway, Japan pulled out under CDC government. The government came back and renegotiate. Kuwait, under the CDC government, when they went in all the Arab something, They signed an agreement. The government, they pulled out. The government came back and renegotiate. Where are you? Where all the signing going on? Are you in different planet?
They don't
Where all
want
this,
to denial.
yeah, are you in different planet? Where all the signing going on? Where are you? You talk about the government came, look, when your government came to power, they think the best way to employ people was to put sedition in all over the place, in all the ministries. All the ministry, they bloated the whole payroll. That's what happened. They didn't have money. At the end of the day, they leave crediting up to the dying minute. 2023 and all, they took money from the central bank, 83 million just to pay civil servant. Where you coming from? Then you talking about somebody lie. It's when you say on the show, you lie. That means that's something you're saying. Where you coming from? I gave out to you, man, Amy.
Thank you, Boris. Go ahead, George.
Oh, look, thank you. Look,
Echo.
I told myself and I told the public and the listening public on this that I wouldn't be coming on here. But I think it's a national duty that I returned, this morning, because it's around 5 a.m. here, almost 6 a.m. Here in Liberia. And I feel that it's my duty as a nationalist, as a patriotic citizen, to not allow misinformation to thrive in our society. Morris is on here without any clue whatsoever, talking out of his head, listening to talking point of supporters of this government and talking things that he knows nothing about, talking about China pull out, these people pull out, and Japan pull out, freeway. That's all fallacy. Let me tell you, even the bridges that you talking that they're trying to build, like even yesterday, I went to see Nelson, because Nelson lives behind the ministerial complex. I want to see Nelson yesterday.
You won't get nothing address.
What?
I think you won't get nothing address, yeah.
So I went to see Nelson yesterday, and we had a very good conversation in the yard of the ministerial complex. Because we went there, we parked our cars, and we just go out of the cars, we stood there and we spoke for a few minutes. And you can realize that even that construction that is going on was advanced by the CDC government.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that it never did was to mobilize on site. So you can take China pull out. China did not pull out of the sea agreement. The CDC signed with Chinese people that the sea agreement was going on. The sea agreement going on. What has changed on the project? I mean, we as engineers, you don't go to a project and go there and say we do it bad because it's this government. No, you're doing it as an engineer. You're doing it for your own name, because your name will be on a project paper. So you can't go there and say, I'm going to do bad job. So you say they're adding some things, they're changing some things. They are changing nothing. A road is built from a plan, engineering plan. Engineering plan, you get politics inside. Engineering plan. You fix the plan and the drawing is there to implement. That's it. No politics in engineering. Because engineering is about safety and the life of the people. So you cannot go and do engineering and say, I will do it poorly. No. The government put that money forward to East International to build the road. Whether you agree with East International being awarded the contract, that's a different thing. But these people started the contract and they've been doing the contract, and they are not saying, this government is not saying that the CDC was doing the road the wrong way. They are only saying that the money CDC government paid to the contractors, they want to make sure that the milestone has been achieved before they can pay more money again to them, because the money is set for them to be paid. The money is there to be paid, but they want to make sure that the people did the real job that CDC told them to do, to finish before, because engineering project is in milestones. Like when they say, if we mobilize on site, you gave up 10%. When we start digging the ground, you gave up 15%. And how the percentage can be claimed until the whole road is finished. So the government is saying that CDC gave up plenty of money. How come we want to know, we want to know in the plan and in the milestone and the achievement in the project, we want to know whether you reach the milestone for the payment to go ahead in next payment. So they say they want to do an audit of the whole project. So it does not mean that CDC was doing the road the wrong way or the engineering was the wrong way. They are only auditing the contractor that CDC put there, even though they say it was a wrong thing to do. But now they see that it's a good thing to do, and now they want to make sure that that project finishes. That's why we are telling that CDC did not damage the country. If CDC had damaged the country, the MCC scorecard was going to tell you, but we passed the scorecard. That means CDC was not damaging the country. We had good employment status than this government. We have good governance status than this government. In the MCC scorecard, if you look at it, you will see it. These things are not hidden, and it is not subjective. They are all objective things that we are saying. We are telling you that this was complete lied. Like yesterday, I posted a picture in a video in the place that the gracious right. They are still plying the city. When these people say, when we come with 6 jobs, we have for the 2 condominium, and we turn it into Zugu camp so they can train Zugu because he bringing drugs, he bringing drugs. They were doing all these things. These compounds are still here. You will drive past them, and they beautify this country. And the gracious right, people are still riding in them because it was propaganda and lies. That's what the people purported. And the Liberian people are regretting. If you go to them, I rode a plane. Let me tell you. I paid $2,300 just to leave Liberia to go to Cote d'Ivoire in a plane to go and come back. That in America, in a distance of less than 3 hours, a flight time of less than 3 hours. If you live in Minnesota, to go to Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, you pay less than $500, which is even further. But because we don't have anybody leaving this country, even the plane that they said were coming, the plane will be coming. No passenger plane cannot come. We explained to these people before. They now understand and they are regretting. So you guys should not come on here and propound lies and manipulations and think as if something good is happening in this country. We have a job to do as Liberians. Stop praising these people because they are not doing what we want them to do and what this country needs. All they are doing is that they are lining their pockets and making sure that their children get a better life, not Liberia having a better tomorrow. Thank you.
So it's funny how when people say stop praising, people that so there were sanctions that were, that under this government now, some of them being held accountable, they come here and praise those people. And our country was in ruin. They come here and praise those things like the country was flourishing. It was one of these good things. And the one that you see with your eyes now, they say don't talk about it. That's the bad thing. The one you couldn't see that was all in the Islamist West's head. And on the paper, those were the good projects. Let's talk about it. It was doing well. Really? And people say they are patriotic. That's not how a patriotic person behaves. If you like a person, you will be honest with them and tell them the truth. Okay? Injury, nobody said somebody go plan and say, I'm planning to go do a bad job. No. If your money, if somebody telling you, say they gave you, they're telling you, the country said they gave you $40 million, and you even get $3 million, like, what's the guy name? What's that minister name at the Senate? Something what they told him about how much money, LTA or MTA, whatever, how much money somebody said they gave you, and he said that's not possible. Yeah, they're telling you that they're giving you this amount of money when it's not actually giving it to you. And you're not getting the money, but they're expecting you to do certain jobs. There's no way, Judge, that person will do the job right. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. Because why? They're not getting their money. They don't plan to go and do those things. No. And when we say doing something's not done right, like I said, Redemption Hospital that you keep bringing up. Redemption Hospital is, let's say if it's supposed to be like 100-bedroom hospital bedroom or whatever. You go put 10 bedroom, and then you tell the president, then you tell the Liberian people, say you spend $100 million on that project. And that project is not even cost $20 million. And the country need more. It needed to be bigger. So now that they're adding on, that's fixing.
There are nothing on.
That's your business. But you myself, like I said, you're not the only person who can see. You by your eyes, there is what Morris called subjective. It's what you want to see. When you see that said, you acting when I blue, you said that black. So you myself will not even go on that one there. But I know everybody who has seen that project, and I will find a video and come on here. And
What
play
was
it so you can see it. The same thing. That's what we're talking about fixing. We're not talking about somebody intentionally or get up and say, "Oh, this is what I'm going to do. There, I'm going to destroy this one." No, that's not. That's not what we're saying. Okay, and that's what is being done. No one said we had never did anything. Vasco, like you want to come in and always say, but the good, the bad outweighs the good. That's the whole thing. You talking about people are going to the park then free. Our children, how many children are going to parks then free? How many years? When were the parks done? And how do you think the parks is going to keep itself up? You think the money going to fall from heaven to keep up the parks? The ones you use here in America, here in a city, in a borough, in a county, and something, you think that free money? When you go in there free, you don't know it going in your taxes, your everything is included in there. You think they're just getting up and just creating money, they're just going fetching money from the tree to keep those things up. That propaganda that you want to run to let people know that everything's supposed to be free. They're supposed to be standing in line and people be giving them things free. They're not supposed to pay for anything. You think that's how it works? You calling that thing swimming pool? That death trap you over there that I want you calling swimming pool in our era? A public pool supposed to be this big? Do you know what a public pool supposed to look like? This is what we say when they're not doing it right. It's supposed to be like a whole something bigger because what are the public using it? That little thing I see there, we're looking at when you drop a poo poo, when the poo poo fly over the poo, the children were in that thing, and I was confused because Morris they were telling them like poo poo fly over the poo poo. So I'm like, what is that thing? And they said that poo. I'm like, poo? That's supposed to be a public pool. And one person want to come stay here and tell us about those are the mediocrity, the mediocrity that you guys celebrate. That when you're coming, we had did it. Then when they try to expand it to do it, what to do it, something else, that we are practicing, you find it in, we are fostered. No, if you don't do it well, someone who knows better will come and do it well for you. Well, not for you, but for the sake of the country and for the sake of the people who will be using it. That's what is being done. And with all that we are project stuff, we will continue to teach you to show you how it's supposed to be. It is not Joe Bugger is not in bedroom painting living room. No, that's projects right there. When Joe Bugger leaves today, any project he doesn't finish, the next person that come, enough for him. They're continuing the government's work. That's the country something money. They're continuing it. That's how it's supposed to be. If you leave it and go tell somebody else and leave it looking at that and not finish it up and leave everything and go, you start doing something because you're selfish. That's a bad way of running a country. No, that's not what we're doing here.
Let me
do my party.
Yeah, that's what I'm closing.
Yeah, that's what I'm closing. So you see all the parks that we have built. They got basketball court, they got the soccer pitch, they got all stuff there. So what happened to the Vera parks is that if I want to go and practice in the morning, let's say you got your own group and I got my own group, so we may go to the Invisible Park to practice. We don't just go there and start to practice. So the money that people generate from all of those small engagement on the Vera parks, those are the money that they use to carry on maintenance work. They charge you for the hour. If you go into the party for the day, maybe you party for 1 hour, and you're practicing times from 9 a.m. to 10. Just you're leaving another group going. The hard places can be so busy. Myself, I was in like brother last time. I paid to go play game. 2 teams. I pay the girl just 1 hour. When you go, you do your thing quick, you leave. Another group coming. So based on little incomes are coming in for the little children that they have their playground there. They don't pay. You don't charge them. They just go in there, they play. If they have people there monitoring them. But so I was almost surprised now. The baby, the 2-year-old children, and going to the part of parents carrying them, they say they must pay. And that's what we're saying. It's supposed to be that way. So that's how the parks operate in the country. So they're generating money. Okay?
Thank you, Pastor.
And yeah, before let me just say this. So now that all of the audience, especially most of the people that can be on this show, they are rescue people. Now y'all know that.
Nobody stops these people from coming. So don't
now they know very well that your government haven't done anything. Since I came on this show today, I've been challenging you. Y'all please show me which one of the projects your government have undertaken. Nobody can say anything. That I'm helping them to nation. She tried to make it fun. It can't work. She said the assaulting. She said the assaulting redemption.
She said the I want back. She said the I want back.
If you have an open mind, that's the thing. If you have an open mind and get that CDC barrel over your head, you will learn a lot of things. Well, without barrels in your ear, you can't hear. So we cannot help you with that. I'm sorry.
You see that SKD Sport Complex? Nobody will get Joe. We have credit for it. Nobody will get Baga credit for Sport Complex. The people always say that President don't pay the Sport Complex. Even though other presidents are carrying on some work in there, but the credit will continue to go to Doe. So the thing you're playing with, so that one police bullion bill. You see the old woman in the market when they ask them and say, "What a job we are project?" They think you're joking with. You're just thinking that small thing we're discussing, we say that job we are project, you're laughing. That thing will roll from now to 2029.
We know that again.
Why shouldn't go in Lofa County and go pay 100-bedroom hospital for the people there? So the people can say, yeah. But that road are going to Lofa. What Baka and I road to put there, said that job we are started the road here.
Thank you, Pastor.
3 years gone now, Baka into 3 years. I think January so will be 3. He ain't do nothing here.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. So y'all be there say job we are project.
Yeah, you know, George, how long in Liberia? You there for the next 2 weeks? Hey, George, in Liberia for the next 2 weeks?
I don't need to tell you the time I got to spend. Go ahead. If you're going to pay my transport, I'm going to tell you, but you paid nothing, so go ahead.
Anyway, it's all right. I'll be in Liberia very soon, but it's fine. I don't have to. We don't have to see.
Can talk.
No. It's all right, George. It's all right. It's fine. Look, George said I came on the show and I'm speaking out of my head and stuff like that, talking point, this and that. Probably George speaking out of his nose when he's talking. You know, look. Let me say this, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I really listen for you.
Yeah. Mama, boss, man, you were talking. I listen to you, man. Mama, okay. Yeah. Vasco. That thing you do. We've been doing that thing long time. We all know how to do that thing, man. You probably taking it for fun. When we on the show here, people watching, even at one person watching, they want to get something out of it. So we're not coming here to come make fun, right? Look, when we come here to talk, we talk, like I said, I'm not here to agree with you or for you to agree with me. When we talk, the people there will make the judgment. That's what platform for. That's the reason why we all come here with different view. With different view. So the person like. Look, the issue of we have project, I think that is becoming a strategy for CDC people to run with it.
That's a strategy. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's fine. It's a good thing. It's almost like you plan to take your wife to New York. You not even know the route to New York. You not even know what the road that will take you to New York. So you have all the project. You not even get no idea as to how to go about the project. It's not a disgrace to you. That's something you want to run with. The UN thing. We have started the UN seat United Nations seat, you know, the UN security seat, non-permanent security seat. We have started a. He have no idea, nothing where to go about. Even when the government came, they invited him to join help because he have no idea what to take it from. He said, you're not part of it. So the whole idea, look, it's just like you have good intention. You can have all the good intention. If you're not putting to use, if you're not practicalize it, it's nothing. So if you think my water in the market will say, oh, that we have project, okay. Then my water will say, oh, but we have started, why you not complete it? So that's just it. So yeah, you can have it to say, oh, my water will run with it, that we have project, okay. But 10 Alpha 2 will say, but we have started, why you not complete it? He didn't have the idea to complete it, probably it's too all the money. So the message will go out there, right? Yeah. Somebody play something from the back.
No, Josh.
All right, man. It was a good show. We'll come here every day to talk.
Yeah.
And George can come here every day. Everybody can come to an open platform. Nobody here. I don't come on the show every day. So you can come every day. Nobody get home on their head. When it's time for us to talk the politics, the real politics, we'll talk here. Nobody's scared of anything. We are there for 6 years. After that, we are kicked out. It was because of the propaganda against we was so strong. The message against we was so strong. So we are kicked out. So nobody's afraid of anybody. Can come here and make all your fun. You say everything. People see. The people that were on that we are for 6 years, most of them are still alive. They saw what we are did. And they are seeing what this government is doing. They are seeing it. Right. Thank you, Amy.
Go ahead.
But anyway, Joe, I will still look for you, brother.
Man, look, you're welcome, man.
I'll be there soon. I will hit you up.
On Tuesday, I will be at the Ministry of Information. So they are briefing. I will be attending their briefing, the press briefing. So you're welcome to come along. One of the ministers is going to usher me in to expound, you know what I mean? So that would be a good thing to come. And I also got some journalists who want to interview me. So
I will catch up with you. You must have team up.
Yeah. Definitely, that would be great. Hopefully we can chit chat and have it. And I would really love if I was seeing Toure and Batalabo on a show, because I think he's here in Liberia. And look, man, people can talk the politics and do whatever they want to do and say whatever they want to say. The reality on the ground is grim. And why we will look. I've always told my minister friends and these people in the government that look, if you do good, George will say. If you do bad, George will say. But while we see that electricity has little bit improved in the country, it's still volatile. Like I told you, we lost power for 3 hours, and in that 3 hours, the heat almost killed people. You know, and that is a reality. And if you think that the problems are solved for Liberia because the literacy rate of penetration is increasing, then of course you are getting it wrong. So we want to stop this idea of people saying that the CDC destroyed this country. The CDC did not destroy any country. The CDC contributed immensely to this economy that we're currently in. And even this government is messing it up by firing people every day and not replacing them. It is cruel to our people because the market woman cannot get people to go and buy from her simply because there's no money in the country. Let me tell you, when the CDC was in power, I used to go to D-Calabash. I went to D-Calabash. I went to the ATM. I put my card in, they said no money. I left from there, got on the car, drove straight to EAW Junction. There is a GT bank there. Put my card in it, they said no money.
No money too.
Also UBA Bank, opposite the Habel supermarket. I put my card there, they said no money. I'd be like, wow, what's going on? So there was no way I could get any money out of ATM. Even though I have money on my card, I could not utilize my own money. Guess what I had to do? I had to stay there and wire money to somebody in Australia going to send it to me to Riyadh for me to use it. But now they say the country is improved. But before we used to use the ATM and get money out of it. Now we can't. They will tell you, say, no money available. That's what the ATM tells you. And we are not complaining. We are not saying that because of that things, the country is dying. We are saying that do not claim to have rescued this country because all you did was rescue yourself, rescue your pockets, rescue your family, and not Liberia. Because we Liberians, we feel the pinch. When I cannot, I went to a place, I was hungry because it was yesterday morning, early morning yesterday. I had to drive somebody in town. When I dropped the person, I was coming back, I was hungry. So I called somebody, I said, where can I get food around single area? They said, oh, go to St. Barbecue. I went to St. Barbecue, forgetting to know that they don't have FPOS. I went in there, ordered for the food, and went to the counter to pay. They said, oh no, we're not getting FPOS, so we're not know that thing, we're not doing it here, and we can deal with cash. I didn't have cash. So I had to take off the food and the only lapenda in my pocket, I had to buy 2 meat pies to eat because there's no FPOS system in the country utilized here, which of course it has something to do with the macroeconomics of this country. If you cannot set up such thing for it to happen in the country, then you say the country is rescued. Or by removing George Weah, that is the rescue. Because removing George Weah brought you into power to get your job. So you rescue yourself, you did not rescue Liberia, because what George Weah was doing is exactly what you are following in his footsteps. That's what you're doing. You are trying to finish the Redemption Hospital. I heard my sister here talking about, and they adding some things. They add 1 bathroom on RI Highway, so that it changed the whole project. It's all to be bigger because the roads are to be bigger when they add 1 bathroom there. So when you're driving, when you reach to the highway, you can go and use the bathroom. That they put adding there, so they're doing good. Yeah, that's what the project changing for. You know, they say Redemption Hospital, they adding few more room there because the room were not big and we're adding it also that one making it big. No, it's not the case. When you get a blueprint of a place, that's what you build. And you're saying that the engineers, they didn't get any money. No, an engineer will have the moral right to refuse any job where we feel that it's unfunded and it's not right. I can tell you, say, no, I'm not bidding it. If you're not going to pay this amount to buy this quality of material for the job, I'm not going to do it. We engineers, that's what we are told to do. That's what we do. So any project that is being funded, it has to be funded according to the bid of material and everything, and the spec in the material. If you don't want to fund it, then we say we are not bidding it, and that's it. So guys, stop this narrative of CDC destroyed Liberia. CDC did not destroy Liberia. In 2 years now, you haven't started any project that you finish. That tells you that projects are not finished in short period of time. They are not even, they are a process. If you see people on the street, that does not mean that something is not happening. If you see the work finished, that does not mean nothing happening. That means people are working. And it doesn't take a flash for it to happen. That's why even the road that is leading to adequate Invata to go all the way. That's why it's not yet finished, because it's not an event, it's a process. I want to thank you. I want to thank the Liberian people for being very resilient. I want to thank my brother Vasco and all those who are putting the feet of this government to the fire, because we know they just lied and lied.
Thank you, George. You're not going to begin to that. You try, but you're not something. But this is what I keep saying, right? You keep coming up with this narrative about somebody saying something that George Weah destroyed the country. It was so fast. Like, I keep telling you here that I'm not a politician. You know that. You know that 2023 made me to come be sitting here talking politics like I want to go run for something in Marshall territory, which I don't. But let me tell you, because I went to Liberia and what I saw, you trying to put us under their influence that you're the only one who went to Liberia this holiday. All the good things that we're hearing from there, that when the George Weah got there, oh, the country is dying, the country is doing it, the country is doing that. It's not going to fly. For Vasco, I already know. Vasco is, I mean, if Sidishan said it, it's the truth. The other people say they're not real Liberians. So Vasco is clear, right? I know that for a fact. So I don't even argue with Vasco much. But when I say adding on to what I call it redemption, this is what you need to know. If you build a center, you call it a community center, like that little trap pool that you're calling Vasco calling pool, swimming pool. If somebody come and want to extend it, that's adding on. That's something, because it's not what is already there. Does not something that for it's not meant for that area or for the purpose that it's supposed to be for a community or whatever. It's not the size, or it's not what you know what I mean. It's not the right size to serve that community, because there's a lot of people in it. That's what they're doing. And I'm not speaking out of my head that this is somebody paying me to say. I've seen videos of that nature, and I've seen the contractors going through it and saying and explaining it. And that's why I'm saying it. And I will find it and play it on here. So when you're on here, I will play it for you to submit it. I'm not here to kind of run campaign or propaganda for anybody here. Let me say here right now. And when you talk about George, we have destroyed the country. George, you want to hear it? You don't want to hear it? That's your problem. But that's what happens. They stole. They destroyed the country. That's what they did. And just because your citizens don't want to believe it, and they keep lying to you and keep spitting in your faces and say they're speaking BB Bogdan to you and whatever, and you're saying I ain't believing it. It's sad, but that's the truth. You coming here saying that CDC did something about the economy, they did this, and now only you in Liberia today telling us that there's no money in the bank. You know how many people in Liberia spending money today? You know how many people are wasting money in Liberia this holiday? That George, we haven't heard from anybody else, but George coming here telling him he was the only one who bought card in ATM, and they told him he said no money. Only George. Everybody else that went Liberia, nobody. I've not heard that from anybody. Maybe they're all scared of the government to talk because they don't want to get killed. Come on. This is what we said. This whole lying thing, that you think lying won these people elections, so you think you have to do it. That's the strategy that CDC got. It's not going to work. Because every day you will fall flat on your faces. Because why? Technology is, the word is like a little village now. Everybody knows what's going on. Anyway, you want something. You cannot lie to nobody. We're not sending letters anymore, George. To wait for 2 weeks to know what's going on in Marshall territory, or to know what's going on in what Vasco for again say Fusebu, to know what to know what's going on in Fusebu or Kalabu. No, it's the one day just turn that thing on and tell me to turn my and I already know it. So there's no way anybody can come in and twist the narrative. It's not gonna work. It's not. There are a lot of things being fixed by this government. There are a lot of things going on. With all of that, the president still acknowledged there's a lot of work to be done. And we tell you, all the time. Liberia, there's a lot of, a lot of destruction that happened during the war. And then president that come after the war, they do it and all of that. It's not going to get fixed in 2 years. It's not going to get fixed in, maybe not even in 6 years. It's not. But the fact of the matter, if the effort is being made, that's what the Liberian people wants to see. The efforts, the political will to do those things, and for it to be shown, for the people to see it happening, for it to have effect on the people's lives, like roads that we're talking about. Vasco said they pour mud on the road. Okay, that mud they pour on the road to go to Grand Gita with and something in Maryland, and guess what? People are celebrating those muds. Even though it's not extra pavement there, they're celebrating those muds. Okay, on that road, and they are paying less transportation now for those mud than are on that road. That's something having an impact on the people's life right there. Rice price, they're not jumping over fence to be fighting over rice. They're not doing that. They're not standing in line going all the way to Douala from Relay to for fuel or for gasoline or whatever. Those are some of the things that are happening in the country, and the streets are clean. I'm sorry, but when I went, that was the thing that really affected me. Is the trashiness, the smelling, and something. So we see all of that. Now that we're saying that, everything is done. Like, bro, yeah, it up there now. The president tell you, the people need job. They need to create jobs. That's one of the big issues in the country that which they got to do. We see rice and all over about to start giving us rice on the market. I mean, and you're sitting out with your just so much in denial. Coming and telling us, want to tell us the opposite. Why we seeing all of these things, and y'all want to come here every day and tell us the opposite. Doing the judge we said here, even though y'all took $150 million to run campaign of the state money. Police people never had quite not even one pickup truck. They wanted to have it all busted up. Police people got bikes now. They got a motor. They got a bicycle. They got a motorcycle for patrols and all of that. Those are different. Those are different things that are happening in the country. So what are you trying to say and tell us that nothing happening? They ain't doing nothing. They're following Joshua Foster. No, if you see them in Joshua Foster, they're trying to fix that Foster that he broke into. That's what they're doing. Let me tell you right now. So y'all come up with the line, oh, nothing being done. That job we are project, that job we are. Y'all come up with the narrative, and we'll continue to educate you. So the ones that have ears to hear, they will hear it.
You try, but you can make it.
No, I'm always making it. You don't want to keep trying.
No, you're not making it. You get lost.
Because the thing about it is that the facts are there. I don't have to struggle to show you. It's there. If your mind is set, and that's the one way you don't see it, Vasco. But it's all over the social media. It's no secret.
But
yours is in your head. Yours is in the book.
And now why your brother bosses? Joy, you can see the bosses are running.
What?
Man, I see you, man. Take good care.
You can see the bosses in the street. The old bosses in the bro. You can't follow it. The old bosses.
Watch night. Let me tell you, Vasco. Watch night. They were giving people a ride to churches and back. Free. I mean, the bosses were running the whole night. Back
skin.
Let me tell you right now. So just because you got your mind closed, you don't want to accept the fact because you never seen that on your government. I mean, we cannot help you with that. Just continue to tell you what's happening, so you can see on social media you pass by it. They will continue to tell you. So tell you okay.
That new bosses, they never see it. They dust the room.
What?
That time you see JB son showing that bus going to Maryland, going Grange there. They were that line. You can see nothing. And they say the road ain't good. And then they never put the buses on the road. That's why I told people, I said the way the people can show up. The people put one bus on the road to go to the southeast. They will put cameraman in that bus there. Why the bus going to the southeast? They be showing it. Until I can see the part people doing that thing. That road, that whole.
You want to see them have a cameraman in the bus to all the way to the southeast from Monrovia?
The last time the bus went to Vonjama.
I don't know.
The guy that can enjoy it. Men can enjoy yourself.
We had time when they carry the bus to Vonjama.
Men can enjoy yourself.
They want to show the buses when they got to the destination. They don't show the whole time it's on the road.
We'll keep the video. I mean, not delete the video.
Why would I delete it?
That small loud on the other recording with
No, you said you're gonna bring a video that I was telling you that George Weah is somebody kidney. So
I get time for that, boy.
But all of y'all say George Weah too.
I get time for that thing about talking.
You got no proof to that. I wasn't on your Facebook.
I mean, bro. I mean,
it's one of my campaign time is when I got on Spoon late night. I wasn't on any Facebook doing anything. So you say you have a video to that effect.
Video then Vasco. The people used to say when something happened, they more quickly find the corporate and to close the case.
Yeah,
they still looking for 3 missing boys. After 2 years.
I may don't bring that missing boy story yet.
They think it may be fair.
Come on, man.
Jerry Freda do the pay by pay. Look at Jerry Freda right here.
They're still looking for the money where Joe has to embed it for the 3 condominium.
Yeah. The 16 bid on it.
They're looking for the family of the people. The family of the people. Javati Koji killed.
Yeah.
They still for the family.
They still looking
for them.
Now I'm making the people vest in the country. Everybody say you're loud today.
I don't know who the everybody you can show us. Who did you vest?
All the online platforms are moving around. all the
Who
porn
need to
clubs.
vest, Vasco? We don't see
Wait.
anybody vest. I can show you thousands of videos right now that people
Maybe
pressing
that
the
class, I
you
think that
vest.
class video.
You
let
got
us-
time on your hands, so I can show you.
Show me one video where people
Okay,
start
good. I will
looking.
show you.
Emile,
Everybody vest.
Like JB some video you want to bring?
Emile in the show, man. Yeah.
What is showing it?
No, not anyway. The show feeling now. We are talking.
We'll still live. It's
The
still
bell
going
say channel put up, we put up. They want come out of face.
Fix what? Come out and fix what? It's not have time for your misunderstanding.
That Vasco problem there.
Oh,
Come
man.
here.
You really think have you really think have you really think have problem with your misunderstanding?
But how we put up? Kwe.
They pull up on the agreement. They
and
pull
what
up on the
he's saying-
agreement.
It's what he's saying is wrong, Vasco. What happened to the overpass bitch?
Don't matter, man. You can't get. Don't matter, man. You can't get time for that. You talking?
I want to just told you, man. The only thing I make that's
You understood. You think when I say China pull up on the agreement, China pack the embassy, they left the country. You think I responsible for your understanding?
that
For how you understand things?
when you speak for
uh,
people to understand what he's saying. When you just come and say China pull out, Kuwait pull out, what you think? When you say that they feed it, or how you call
The people that I was speaking to, Vasco.
Everybody was still sitting close their embassy and they left.
No, Vasco. The people that I was talking to, they understood me. I
No,
told
they
you,
understand you.
boss man, you're not there. Talk for yourself.
You're not speaking for
Boss,
you
hey,
speak
what kind of
understand
shit?
too.
Boss man, they have CDs where look. I told you, I said based on the agreement.
We are thinking.
Talking.
how you
Yeah,
say the
well, you know,
people
they got talking. Well, you know, CDC has a talking point. Oh, but look at the ball laughing. CDC has a talking point. And your talking point. Oh,
Brother,
but they got laughing. You know, CDC has a talking point.
The people lie. they
Every
talk
political
about-
party, every political party, every political party,
Even what you say,
every political party has a talking point. Every political party has a talking point.
We all put out for any road project.
We never pull out. Who never pull out?
They say Japan put out. Do you know that
What?
the Japan freeway completed?
Look
You
at
don't
that.
even know that. Yeah, you're talking.
Look at the
The
guy.
Japan freeway
That
completed. You know
Georgia, I
that?
want to judge you at the Japan freeway or something.
Yes.
Look at the guy.
That Georgia did a Japan freeway project
No,
thing.
the Japan freeway
I
started
told,
on Manasa Leaf.
I
Okay,
told you.
It started on Manasa Leaf. And then George Joaquin in it. Then the maintain say the Pope put out.
I said they pull out. Oh, my brother, I'm not talking to you. Ain't I the one said it?
Why you talking to me? You must on the show. You say you talking to me.
I told you. You said Joe
I
Yakin.
can't follow discuss
Oh,
issues.
yeah,
Say you talking to me.
But Amy, I really wanted. For me, I wanted to engage you constructively.
But
But
you're not
Jada,
able me. You're not able me, brother.
no problem. I able you. You giant. No problem.
You're not able me.
But you giant. I'm not able you. That's why I want.
No,
That
you're
one
not
wanted-
able me.
Hey, boss man.
When I
Boss
keep
man.
you,
Stop now.
Yeah.
you decide to ask me a question.
Boss man.
As soon as I just lay it down small for you, bam, you went on the idea.
Boss man.
The whole
Boss
thought
man.
lost.
Boss man. I can talk constructively. When you came with your health, when you came with your hospital, your health, I just hold you on one point.
You
You
ain't gonna
stopped
be on
without-
nothing.
Hey, boss man.
You ain't gonna be on anything, brother. You ask me a
Okay.
question.
Okay,
I said I go to help.
I just brought you one point. You say that, but
I wanted to dive into everything. I wanted to leave health.
I
I come to the education era.
that, exactly that. Listen, boss
But-
man. Okay,
The
Boss
way I
man.
lay it down for
Hey,
you, the
Vasco,
education,
Vasco,
you just stick ready.
Vasco,
Yeah,
Vasco.
brother.
Amy can host you myself on the show.
I can host on everyone.
I have no problem. We can find time. We can find time. They can host you myself on the show. You see me? Then I just talking. I like to engage people constructively, step by step. That's how I wanted to engage you, step by step.
Let me
It's in our
go
plan.
Vasco.
But you know,
It's in our plenty talking. It's in our shouting. It's in our plenty talking.
like
It's in our plenty
JB
talking. It's in our plenty talking.
Hey, don't bring no
Who
United
got time for
Party platform.
JMB? Something.
No man. It's in our plenty talking. It's in our shouting. Our plenty talking.
Go to OKFN.
No, we're not gonna go to OKF. We can do it around the show.
Yeah,
Clarence Jassy was just
No,
Clarence.
we can do it around. We can have the show around. We can have the debate around the show. Yeah, myself.
Why I'm on show, y'all.
But Clarence-
That was show yeah. That was show yeah.
Clarence Jassy was ready to write it and make it a video.
Ain't say lazy. Ain't say lazy. Ain't say lazy. Let's find time. Let's get ourselves 1 week, 2 weeks. Let's find time. We'll come on the show to debate. You hear myself?
I say 2026, I'm making myself available.
Hey, my man, forget what I want to say.
2026. So I'm
But
prepared. You see me come here
yeah,
almost the time.
I not hear every day. I want hear myself. The hear myself come one day on the show.
You in the chat room, right?
I mean, I tell you, man.
You in the chat room? Then we can face it right in the chat room.
That's what I say. We can play it. That's all I want. Play it. But you told me go to OKFM and I go to we can do around the show.
No.
You want to it?
No, I said go to OKFM. I was telling Ami, I said go to OKFM and listen to the recent street stuff they did.
No, so what?
Asking the people.
You're saying
There are a lot of things that people going around asking the people. There are lots of different.
OKFM is
You go put a mic to
man,
they will tell you something. You go put a mic to you did about it, they will tell you that. So I don't know what you come here.
No.
He has a lot of those videos there.
It's in a sharp mode.
It depends who might be put a mic to. I don't know why you're making it such a big deal.
Let you myself come on the show how debate. It's in a just say that the wrong sharp more you lazy. It's in a over eh. Let you myself come on the show.
I will massacre you, brother.
No problem. Massacre me, bury me. No problem, bury me.
The fact of the matter, the difference between you guys and us is that for us to speak fast and for you
problem.
Talk.
No problem. The people will decide. The listeners will decide.
You just talking.
No problem. No problem. The people will decide.
Let me show you some of the facts that they speak. All right.
Judge,
we want the judge as a rich man. The next day he was sleeping on the floor.
No matter, man. It's not a sharp mode. Just be talking plenty.
Well, we are rich.
Yeah, 5, 6, and 7. You talking about we speak.
I want you bury me, and when you not bury me, I don't want to bury you that day. Yeah.
I'm just gonna get on the floor to.
I just told you I'm open to it, and if I wanted it to even happen today, even though we didn't plan it, but I wanted for us to have it today.
You say you are scary now. We gotta
no problem. I was scared.
Imagine how to carry you all the way.
Vasco is a mega reaction.
Don't mind.
On him, you'll be talking all day, and you get. He's a mega.
No, I know him. I know him. I know him.
Vasco is not a ordinary reaction.
I know him.
JB, so
nothing. Anybody say hello? So he said we are. I gotta find you. Then Vasco wanna hear you.
Welcome to the Happy Box platform. Want to be an Isha?
This is a stage. It is stage. I mean,
Vasco, I want to put that. They be talking in nose. When you say talk, the other person talk, they're not able to.
Yeah.
To talk in nose, they're able to.
So why are you looking angry? I'm angry, man. I'm a feel looking. No more. I'm a feel looking. I think about angry pictures and that. I'm angry. The only thing here, I disappointed somehow. Yeah. I disappointed Joseph Baga. So the only thing I make I say now, I didn't get time for plenty talking now. Yeah. So you first because Unity Party program yesterday, the whole country was green. You say what? What kind of country was green? So the thing that they are to the country green there. You know what Mange they Bongande? If the whole Bongande and the king of Mange, that few people will just go to the party where they go eat money, they say they play a part. That thing, let me tell you, when I was passing here, I saw them all the way from whatever junction to go to how they call the place there, 24th Street. You see, people all over there. Then they say play part. When you come to the party, the whole play, you know, it was part. But even when you pass it, that kind of thing will eat the country. I don't want. So because the public developing the sub is rule, that all they didn't making you feel that they're all angry at it. So hero? Yeah. Why got so hero? So that will in the country. My brother and I go in the country. Go. And let me tell you, like people won't get time for go. Go now problem in the country. When someone feels so hero, probably go in there, coming go in I understand it. I think I let back for I'm not get time for go in. Can't say go. I go in the country. Go now problem. Just stop making noise out here. Oh, okay. Oh, you're a citizen and rule, not your problem, right? Okay. No problem. What about the current now? Because LEC is stable now in the country. LEC. let me tell you, I think that the question I want to be asking me, that whole electricity, you know the thing how many doing in the country, they make plenty of people jobless. You know how many men will be jacking from up and down here? They go to put lead, so that back when you put lead all over, when the men go hustle and in there, no way, you get a debt to Zogo, then they won't go put in the street, no way. You know how many jobs they took when they use them more? The men will be jacking people from the net when you passing right before. You get part there easily. The PNs will be here on Tuesday, the jacking from. And I don't know what they were doing, but you know, back in but lead all over, yeah, the MD, they call, I know, Mohammed Sherry or who, they bring lead. They put it all over now, they can't hustle in there. I think that's something that they're taking job on the youth, man. That's what they want to, man.
Okay, let me carry to the other one here again. Just say you're made a Gbeku. But you hear the other news, the president coming pay football academy in Bon County for your children to learn how to play good football. I know you're happy about that one.
Football academy? Man, the love will give up Gbeku, eh? You see Gbeku, they may play football. Let me tell you, let me deep on that in the call we have to do for you. Eh? That we are there, the W is stand for what? World best. The E that there is stand for what? European best. The A that in that we are. That's it, we are the A that there, African best. The H is stand for what? Head of state. They made all that in there. We are not get time for. So you think we are go play football. Then instead of world best, European best, African best, then you can go big academy like where from one beginning to can they can play football by. We are get time for that kind of thing now. We are better team. Some people coming, you know, working in that door. They play good football, we are in our paper, not looking at that. You want for one in the big shining. That's what level we are. The man one name will just be winking all the time in the country. You see the man focusing on his song, Timothy we are. You want for a song to play good football in the country. In Europe, when you be going, we get time for academy, I'll go, like we are go for academy for people to be playing football there. We won't get time for that thing.
What about the road from Freeport to Simple Bridge?
My man, they can tell you, road now road in the country. That people happen now road. That road they just did that. Eh? The meeting no one. When you ask me, I'll tell you, road now a problem. We want road in the country. When we can put road all over, quota all over, we will let our road have to be that kind of bouncy. When we say that I'm over a bounce, then people, you know, go for now, but the meeting no one that road. People road from people to Simple before they. What do you do fully?
I know you'll be happy about this. What's about the overhead bridge? You can see the government building at the ministerial complex towards Boulevard Junction.
Man, don't give me hard time. I keep telling you. Overhead bridge, let me tell you, that thing they building down that overhead bridge, the thing you can see, the thing what we are want to pay in the country, that overhead bridge they want to build down there. We are overhead bridge trouble. They will not looking at that thing they want to build down there. We are. Let me tell you, that thing they coming build down there. How long you say that thing was so break up people here? That you know go work on that thing, say that overhead bridge. When they work here, bounce on that you break, you die there soon. They say why so soon? That thing that overhead bridge. Let me tell you, the whole project is started from Manasari town. When we are getting about our papa, you say you're going to build it. The same thing, you know, Manasari 11 year poela. If papa king you say you're kind of, you know, continue the same project. But you know what happened? You know, we are a good man and you say, let me keep it small. For my second time, when I come out of power, yeah, they will build that thing. That make it will delay small. Then Barakan and Adney say, you know, in development giant, in very weakness. I think some beyond that people all right. Just sit and see.
So what's about the senior secondary high school the Papa built and dedicated Magibi, Bon, and Nima County?
My man, now school in the country. Like bread problem now school. To can't educate the beginner because people are up and down. I think you can say school now a problem. Now school in the country, yeah. The thing with the solution left. Ebo Bagali like bread for the thing level. Let me say or Jowia. Now a Baga doing. Baga passing up in that building school, senior secondary school in Bokande, in Nimagande, in Magibi. What did people do at school? It didn't have very poor parents to go to school. We not let go to school. My brother, let me tell you, school now a problem in the country. Our problem in the country, in our school, the thing will level Jowia. Baga not doing it, Baga not doing it, will let Baga power. We talking about school. School now a problem.
President Bouaka brought the rest press down.
Right, the 25 kg.
Of course.
My brother, that brain problem, our problem in the country and our rest. That rest will eat.
What do you know about
Rest. So you just feel that rest will eat in the country for the big celebrate. Not get time for rest.
Let
Let me tell you, yeah, rest. Yeah, so you have to say, oh, so now we the citizen will have food being. I won't say rest now. What problem in the country? Now rest will eat. 2 years for rest, but we get time for rest. Now rest will eat in the country, brother. I tell you, the thing will labor or to where we will learn. Now rest our problem in the country. We don't want rest.
Fast and pray will do for them, Morris. I think I may Vasco and run away. They don't want to hear Vasco in denial. They ain't come on.
No, they know. They actually know what's happening. They think they don't know. Look, the people think state power are small thing they play with. State power, just like that wonderful woman, that beautiful woman, the educated woman that you didn't know how important until she moved in your hand. People think state power that just play because they got it song on away because Joe we are got the presidency song on away through Madam Sally. That's why he didn't take it serious. Oh man, they talking about the runner around, talking about they will come back. Come back where?
God forbid. The devil's a lie.
You don't even know. State power, it's in other countries. Some people can run after Bronski and four until they die. They didn't become president.
Can you imagine?
People tell them four backwards my feet and Buema Fambula then. They put them four until they get it. You just can't get it some easy way. You play from ROA, they move on your hand. You think you be passing around talking Tabata, you think about especially when people's eyes are opening now.
Yeah, Papa fan rule. You gotta come back.
They tell you just come back, we will come back. They're not even talking about CDC can come back, but we will come back.
Right, that's why I said if it's CDC somebody else.
They're not even talking about CDC can come back to power, but we will come back. We will come back because I didn't want to get the country.
Yeah.
Come on,
Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here so much. We appreciate you continuing to share this show, and we will see you guys willing tomorrow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for always coming and loving Liberia with us.
We'll come on Saturday, right? If you get time. All right, no problem. I will try.
Thank you so much. Good night.